What's going on, people? TroopzTV back again. Back our blood clot again, you understand? Episode 292 of Back Again. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the blood clot thing. You know what I'm saying? First things first, I want to wish my fellow Back Again member a happy birthday. You understand? Happy birthday in the chat for Hussam. You understand? I don't even know how old he is, but I think he said yesterday he was born in 95, blood. So what that would make him 95? That'd make him what?
29 now.
That'd make him 29 today, blood. You understand? So 29 glorious years for my brother on this earth. You understand? Mashallah. More life to you, my brother. You understand? Hopefully you enjoy today, blood. You get me? We're very privileged to have you on the panel, blood. You get me? So chat, make sure you wish my brother Hussam a happy birthday. Firstly, you get me? All right. Big up the chat as always, blood. You understand? You lot know the vibes. Like the thing, share the thing, subscribe to the thing, subscribe to the man them. Link in the description as always, blood. You get me? Big up the mods them. You lot know the vibes. You get me? Apologies for the lateness. Certain man had to go to immigration and hand in their passport. You get me? Because they're out of Europe. So they had the immigration meeting this morning. Had to go and hand in the passport. So that is the reason why we were delayed starting today, blood. You understand? You can also see certain men are going to the parade as well. Like I said, they would. They have their blue on, ready to go. You understand? That's why we also made the podcast early for certain man. You get me? So they can go and enjoy this parade, blood. You get me? Because certain man would rather their pagans in their own ends run riot than, you get me?
Celebrate for the two of us, Flawless, please. Thank you.
And that's like 250 blood clot miles away.
Lies, you know, it's great. I love this.
from his city, blood. You get me? Man are over 300 miles away, but he's more concerned with man. You get me? But each to their own, blood. You understand? Before we check in on that absolute wallad, you get me? Hussam, like I said, happy birthday, blood. Once again, you understand? Liverpool got you a win before your birthday. That's always good. You get me? I'm pissed off when Arsenal lose on my birthday. I can't lie. It kind of deads my mood. But Klopp got a win as well. You understand? A good way for him to go out. It was a good performance. Very emotional day at Anfield, blood. Hella tears.
Yeah, I mean, it was an emotional day yesterday. When someone like Jurgen Klopp leaves your football club, of course, there's going to be emotions attached to it. And we'll speak on it when we get to the Liverpool section. But first of all, big up to you, Troops. Thank you for the birthday wishes. And to Lewis and Flawless. Even though Flawless just smiled. It was typical behavior from Flawless, you get me? Thank you, Lewis, for wishing me happy birthday. Can you say happy birthday at least, you rude bastard?
I was waiting for my segment to give
say
you
happy birthday.
I was waiting for my segment to give you a proper happy birthday, and I will give you a further happy birthday when my segment starts. But because I've been verbally attacked before I even spoke, that's why I was waiting. But we'll get to it. See how they treat me, people. You see this? We few minutes into the pod, lies put on my name already, but we move. Go on, carry on to some.
Big up to you, Flawless. Listen, big up to everyone in the chat as well, wishing me a happy birthday. And listen, we're here, Back Again podcast, you get me? You know, yeah, yesterday was very emotional when it comes to Klopp, but we'll get into it when we get to the Liverpool section. Big up the chat. Make sure guys are liking and subscribing. And it's a sad day for football in general. Yesterday, what happened, but we'll get into it. First section, I'm sure we're all going to speak on it.
And Mr. Flawless, blood, you understand? You won 2 games in a row, and you're still 8th, blood. You get me? Out of Europe, you man are out here trying to troll me.
You finished 8th.
Here's the thing is, again, more lies. Who trolled you? I didn't even say nothing to you. Who trolled you? I didn't troll us, blood. Oh, so I get the blame for what my fan base.
Same way that I get it for a gal's stupidness, you get it as well.
But I don't blame you for what a gal says. I don't blame you. I didn't even troll Arsenal. That's how
much try to come at me for what a gal says.
Yeah. We'll mention it in regards to. I want to hear.
Sorry, 1 second. Troops, you know what's bad about that? Madrid could win the double this season. Like Champions League and Prem, and 9 Arsenal players start for them. I can't lie, Igal, that's an L. Wallahi.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's been an L. It's just what's worse now.
You lot lost the league, and I didn't even troll Arsenal. Go check. You got me on socials. I didn't mention it. You lot lost the league. I didn't troll. I'm saying when City beat Spurs, I was pissed. I'm saying when City won the league yesterday, I legit tweeted. I was like, "Yo, I'm devastated about this." Yes, Arsenal tears are hilarious because they're fantastic tears, and it's beautiful to see. But I'm still pissed that City forfeited. But even if it was on the flip side and you lot had won and City didn't forfeit, I'd be pissed anyway. I said this all season long. So when you turn around and go, "Oh, it's what's it called? Certain man would rather see City win the league." I said all along, I lose either way. And when they beat Spurs, I was genuinely, when Haaland scored the penalty against Spurs, I was genuinely annoyed. Like, I'm still devastated now, but I'd already accepted it was going to happen, but it doesn't make it any easier. But before we get into all of that, happy birthday to Hassam. Love that, man. More life, another year. You know what I'm saying? So again, happy birthday, my brother. Again, you lot in the chat, make sure you wish Hassam a happy birthday as well, man. It was like more life, like I said, and another year. Here's to many more as well. And this fantastic podcast, like I said, that people mention all the time as well, man. Loves doing this pod. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into it. But yes, there's none of this, oh, I'm going to the parade and all that, and all this rubbish. Like, blue ain't my favorite color anyway. You know what I'm saying? Just to clarify. Yeah. But we'll get into all of that. And thank God the season's over. You mentioned United being 8th. I'm just happy the season's over. I didn't even watch the game in full. Because I watch along on my channel, shout out the man that held it down, but family was around, so I was with the fam and I was just watching bits and pieces of the game and seeing the highlights. I'm just glad it's over. Never look forward to a season ending more so than this one. I'm so happy it's done. So happy.
Lewis, you are in the Europa League. It is confirmed, official. Chelsea finished in 6th position. And if you look at the league table, I think the only team that you could probably be above is Tottenham. So you are where you're supposed to be, no?
Well, we did finish 5 points off 4th now. It's not even 8. It is now 5. But I will save that for the Chelsea section. Shout out to everybody that's locked in. I'm going to say we finished 6th in remembrance for Thiago Silva. Shout out Thiago Silva, man, left in style. But yeah, what a great weekend. City win the league. Arsenal fans crying everywhere. Arsenal players crying everywhere. 20 years, no league title. Playing football the Arsenal way. And shout out Flawless as well, because he's correct. This season is over. Thank the Lord. We got 6th place. Just end it here right now because we should have got higher and it is what it is. Now, the transfer kings can take center stage. We've already pulled 1 Brazilian out of the bag. We've probably got another 4 coming round this summer. We look forward to it. Content's going to be booming. Up the Chelsea. But yeah, it's good to be back. Shout out the panel. Happy birthday to Sam and all of that. And yeah, up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea.
Lewis, unfortunately for us, me and you look forward to transfer window. There's Euros first. That's the middle finger right there. So we
Euros and transfer content. Double whammy. Let's go.
You say Euros is going to be fast though. I'm genuinely looking forward to Euros.
It will be.
We nearly got 800 inside already, blood. Big up your damn selves. No, did you understand? We only got 125 likes, blood. Let's get them likes up ASAP, my people. You get me? Let's get them up to balance the thing, blood. 400 likes, blood. We need 400 likes right now, blood. Slap the like button. It don't cost. Do your part. You understand? I know you're enjoying the stream. I know you enjoy it back again. So slap the blood clot like button. You get me? Big up Randy Viper every time, blood. He said, it is not ironic. A cheater, Kyle Walker lifting up the trophy for the cheats. I hope that plastic corrupt cub gets banished. Rightly so. What a sad day. I think that is a...
Keep yourself, bro. The chart.
I think that's a fantastic super chat to start with, blood. You get me? Big up my brother Randy Viper every time. And he's back again. And he says, since it's your birthday, he is a modern day anti-hero. He has harsh takes. However, he speaks the truth. He is not sheep like others. He is our favorite Habibi. He is Hussam. Arsenal players let Arteta down.
Well done, Randy. Well done. These speeches much better aimed at me right there. Well done. Well done.
Oh, you,
Big up
Randy,
to you, Randy.
Randy, a real one, man. Real one.
And someone who's not a real one is this dickhead right here, blood. You understand?
Facts.
Troops doing this stream earlier than usual so he can get to the parade later. Happy birthday, Hussam, my bro. I know I cook you all the time, but it's all love.
I mean, there's
It's a parade
1,500 people in the chat right now. Everyone will say who cooks who, you know? It's like a mirror. Ryan's looking at himself. I cook Hussam. He wakes up. He convinced himself. I cook Hussam.
So, like, yeah, I was just checking my phone during the game. Oh, yeah. Hi.
A few minutes later.
A story.
By the way,
but
can
here
I
we are.
just say the two goals blowers are looking 16 out of 10 today, both of them.
Oh.
I big up the panel. I told as for
Many.
Blood. I forgot about that first one as well.
Cook, he says. Yeah. The only one who gets cooked around here is you, blood. You get me? Here he is back again, blood. He says, give whoever started that fake rumor at the Arsenal game that West Ham had equalized a fucking medal. They
No
won less
way.
than Ten Hag's United.
Was it actually going around the Emirates?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
equalised?
Yeah. When I was doing a watch along, I saw some woman like go like that in it, and I was like, why is she doing that, bro? Like why? I don't know if it was her, but I saw a woman on the screen do that, blood. You understand? So you get me.
Someone's
Ray.
trolling, bro. That's sick.
Fuck Ray though, innit?
Fuck's sakes.
And then he's back again, blood. He says, a special atmosphere for a special manager. Thank you, Jurgen, for winning our first title in 30 years and our 6th European Cup. He brought our club back.
Yes. Says the same guy that was Klopp out last year.
Yeah, and the same guy is talking about that Arteta's won less.
He thinks he cooks us like for real. Like he actually believes he cooks us. Like
He said Arteta won less than Ten Hag, but last week
I
Arteta-
genuinely believe he tries to super chat what gets on people's nerves.
Yeah.
As a troll. As just a troll.
yeah, he has to be a troll at this point. I don't think we can.
Yeah, well,
take
he's a
it
shit.
seriously.
At least be a good troll. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Be a
Yeah,
good
he's
troll.
not a great troll.
Big up my brother. Big up my brother Todd Miller every time, blood. He said Casado goal on a loop like a clockwork orange. That
What a
was
goal,
mad.
man.
I can't lie, blood. That's goal of the season. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a shame we already did Chelsea goal this season because I think that would have overtaken Palmer's.
100%. Big up man like Jack.
Orange.
He
Never
says,
heard
big
of
up fellas. Hussam, do you think Klopp's send-off speech and holding hands was cringe?
Jack, when you stay at a club for that long, you're gonna get a speech. You're gonna have to speak. And to be honest, he thanked the fans, he thanked the players, he thanked the squad, and he passed the baton on to Arne Slot. There is nothing cringe about it whatsoever. Don't know why you're
Yeah.
in your feelings.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a farewell speech. Thiago Silva had one. He was there for less.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Big up Jack again. He says, Foden, Saka, sorry, troops. You don't have to apologize. I agree, blood. You get me? Big up my brother Fats every time. He said, troops, did a certain individual with initial R text you and say Arsenal will win the league in 24 hours? If so, you got cursed then. Nah, you know what? I've been airing his DMs, bro. You get me? He's
So have we all.
you get me? I've been airing his Clark, blood. You understand? Big up my brother Ed. He says, big up the panel and happy birthday, Hussam.
Big up, Ed, man.
Big up my brother Randy Viper one more time. He says he is a man of culture. He has exuberance for football and wealth of knowledge. It's not his birthday, but we must celebrate him every day. He is troops. I mean, flawless.
Big up Randy, man, every time, man. Mad dog.
I like what Troops done there. He's Troops.
Yeah, blood. You understand? Big up out of context every time. He says, I normally get on Hussam's case, but all jokes aside, we all love Hussam and wish nothing more than happy birthday, old man. Hope you get married soon.
Hey, inshallah, I'm trying to find her. You get me? It's a lot more difficult than I first thought, but yeah, big up to you. I'm seeing the Q&A later. I know I'm gonna pop in.
Big up Ray. Pause. He says,
Crazy, yeah.
I'm not saying big up Ray Ray, blood. Big up Randy Viper, sorry. Fuck Ray Ray. But I agree with his super chat, blood. You get me? Fully agree with that, my brother. You understand? I think the whole chat echoes that as well, blood. And big up Ed one more time. He says Ray Ray gets odd on being insulted. Come on, lol.
That's the only explanation.
Yep, we've had that theory before.
Facts.
Yeah,
Humiliation fetish and that.
You was right about that, Lewis. Yeah.
Big up
That's
Rahul.
something.
He says big up to all on this panel. Respect.
Thank you, Raul.
Big up, bro. Big up Rashan. He says happy birthday, Hussam. Big up all 4 homies for the best football pod this season. Anything planned for the Euros troops? Lewis.
Up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea.
Man's going to be covering all the Euros, but you understand, watch along settings, but I think the man them are also doing the same thing, blood. You get me? So check in on all of us, blood, during the Euros, fam. You understand? Big up your damn self for the support as always, bro. And big up TKA. He says, big up my brothers. Happy birthday, Hussam. And fuck City.
Thank you, TK.
That is the perfect way to start off the podcast. You get me? Man City are champions again, blood. You understand? Pep gets his 6th Premier League, 4th in a row. Never done before, blood. You understand? I don't think it will ever be done again. I don't think we'll ever see this kind of dominance. You get me? But you understand, with the 115 lurking, blood, you get me? We don't know what's gonna happen, but at this moment in time, we have to praise Pep. We have to praise the players for doing what they've done. You get me? To keep that consistent level for this amount of time is ridiculous, blood. You get me? I said that City would win the league start of the season. I think none of you lot agreed with me, blood.
I thought City would win the league.
I said it from the
whole season.
Yeah, unfortunately, I accepted it. I accepted from the start of the season they were going 4P. As much as it pains me, they were going to win it. And if someone don't do anything drastically, they'll 5P. Somebody better do something, even if it's the.
I was never worried about City.
Like someone got to stop these because people want to talk Farmers League of this, Farmers League of that, and and like that's what we are. Even though I don't like, I've said before, I don't particularly like the term. I think it's lazy. Some teams are just dominant. It's if this was happening in any other league, so many fans and so many pundits would be jumping up and down talking about how that league isn't competitive, rather than praising the team that is actually winning the league all the time. And does it City, all rivalry aside, deserve praise? You mentioned it there. 4P in this. Going back to back is tough. I'm saying that's why many teams do that. We've seen so many great managers and so many great teams in the Premier League fail to win it back to back. So to 4P is ridiculous, and you have to give Pep full credit because people love to exactly. So many, you know what I'm saying? Great, and that don't take away
even like actual good managers too.
Yeah, great managers. Some of the best managers we've seen failed to repeat, and that don't take away from them. That just shows how tough it is to do so to 4P. And let's not forget what the conversation was regarding Pep is that, when he was in Spain, he couldn't do that in the Premier League. You're not playing those teams here every week.
You ain't got
the way
Messi.
He plays football, his style, the way he plays is not capable.
He's generational, I lie.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He sits at that table. Without doubt. Wherever you have him on your GOAT list, he's on the list and he's in the conversation and he has a chair at that table with all those GOATs. He's right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's not just Premier League. I'm saying in our era, he sits right at that table with them comfortably. And you have to give that man full praise for what he's done. And he's not won it the same way each time as well. Like, it's not like it's the same tactic. We've seen it. Yes, he has his principles, but it's not the same. The way he won his first title isn't the same he's won this title. And what is it? Is it 6 and 7 years or something like that? Is it 5 and 7? Something crazy?
6 and 7.
Is it 6 and 7?
It's the only season he never won a trophy was his first season.
Yeah. Crazy.
I'm gonna be an asshole in the group, as per usual, to be honest with you. And I'm gonna say, listen, I'm not gonna congratulate Manchester City.
I know you ain't, Dad.
You know you're not.
Fuck all this congratulations, Manchester City. Lewis out here laughing. They just overtook Chelsea in trophies. This is
we'll get him next year. We'll get him next year.
No, you won't.
I don't know about
really
that,
Hey, you're gonna get no one next year.
I lie.
It's gone now.
That's gone now, blood.
People need to understand something.
Lewis, this is
big man thing. That was an accident.
Yeah,
This
so
is
was
bad.
that, blood. You get me? So was that.
Blame my webcam. He's
Fucking
bugging
piece of
out.
shit. Yeah. Blame my Twitch on my hand. Pause.
This is bad for English football. In a period of 15 years, a club started because I'm not going to recognize City's history before the moment that the Sheikh took over. I'm not going to sit up here and waffle. You know, it could have been Gillingham, literally. So,
I said it could have been Gillingham.
Shout out Gillingham.
That's fucking
it's true.
hilarious.
The Sheikh could have been bought Gillingham. He could have bought Charlton Athletic. He could have bought any of these clubs. And all these
Shout
guys
out Charlton, blood.
Why
all
didn't he,
these guys
man?
would pretend to
Could've
be like
signed
diehard City fans, and the chat would support Charlton Athletic. So they
He could have bought Charlton, man. He could have bought anyone. I agree with that. Fuck.
that.
No,
It's true.
I'm glad he stayed away
So if
from
Sheikh
London.
Mansour bought Charlton in 2008, would they not be fucking winning everything now?
I'm with you, man. I'm just tired. Why do
The
you have
reality,
players
Wallace,
go
I
to
know.
Stay up there.
Charlton, man?
Yeah, but
Bolton-
Charlton were in the Premier League 2008. They went on the season before.
Yeah, yes, he
That's
could have
the
bought. I
reality.
don't know. Anybody is what I'm saying. Bolton,
Could
somebody.
have took Sunderland or something.
Pick anyone. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you have to remember as well, yeah, it wasn't just them. Remember, it was that what's his name? Tachin Sinawua, who went in there first and got it going, like got Rabinho
He did.
and like the Adebayors and them, man. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then-
Lano's in that.
Yeah, and then Sheikh Mansour came in. So it was kind of, if you're going to blame anyone, you got to blame Tachin.
Yeah, facts. And that's
Yeah, but the thing is, like, this is
Because
bad.
he got Swen, and then you said like Alana, and then
Yeah.
Benjani.
Yeah,
That
they
team
got
was
better
cold.
players, Clichy and Dasby, and this is why
Sven
like,
Goran
when
Eriksson, big
I'm-
up to him.
I'm-
I wish him a
I'm on
speedy
rivals
recovery.
case, and this is why I'm
You
on
know,
rivals
bro,
cases.
Big up Swen, bro.
Because it's people who like, I want to see the rivals do well and be in the Premier League. And look what happened with City. If they weren't in the Premier League, that does not happen.
Nah, I
And
want
that's-
Tottenham relegated, bro.
No. Yeah, you're
don't
on
mind
the same
playing them
wavelength.
in the FA Cup
But
now
you're
and
on the
again.
same wavelength as me. You're not on
Yeah.
that foolishness where people
Yeah,
are like,
fuck
I
all
want
that.
the rivalry back. Like Leeds are in the playoffs. I want them to lose that to Southampton.
So do
Because
I,
if
because my
someone-
brethren's a Leeds fan.
Yeah, if that happens to Leeds, they have a much better infrastructure than City. I am so fearful of that. If they get taken over, it could be a problem. It's a one club place. It's a big place. I think it's like the fourth biggest place
big
in the
club
country.
already.
It's a big club. They have a big fan base. It's like it's a one club. It's a one club city as well. So it's like if they get taken over, they have so much better infrastructure than a Manchester City to do this type of thing. So it's like, yeah, but go on, Hassan. Carry on. Say what you're saying.
No, this is bad for English football, 100%. The fact that Ferguson didn't forfeit, Bob Paisley didn't forfeit, we're talking about all-time historic managers, you know, Liverpool, Arsenal managers, United managers, the three big clubs in England. All three teams have had three-peats. Four-peats is something that's very scary. And the reality is, Flawless touched on it, pause at the start of this stream, where he said, like, what's stopping the five-peat? And this is the thing, like, now as well, low-key, they could five-peat as well and make this whole thing a fucking joke, to be honest with you. You know, I think we're gonna get the results of the charges thing in autumn, apparently. So let's see if they get charged or not. Let's see exactly what are the repercussions of it, you know. But we all know how City got here. Now, in terms of saying Pep this and Pep that, this is what I find very funny about these conversations. I'm gonna say it as it is. Number one, people mock Klopp and Arteta all the time, yet they keep talking about Pep's greatness. So Pep essentially beat two frauds to the Premier League title, yet I'm supposed to come up here and say he's the GOAT. I know Ferguson beat Wenger, I know Ferguson beat Mourinho, and he's a Man United manager, and I hate his guts, but it's the reality. I know he beat Benitez, I know he beat many great managers to win Premier League titles. So how am I supposed to consider Pep the GOAT when all of you mock Klopp and Arteta all the time? So he beat two shit managers to a league title, so essentially his titles don't mean as much as the ones back in the days. And the second thing I want to say is, I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck. People can get mad and they can cry all they want. Whether they like it or not, this is the second league title out of the last four where refereeing decisions have played a massive role in City winning the league. I'm gonna say it. I don't care. Like, clip it, cry, and say, Hussam, you're salty. I'm not salty. I'm just saying it as it is. We all remember the Rodri handball from the quadruple charge season. This season, I'm not gonna mention my club. I'm gonna mention Arsenal. Arsenal robbery against Newcastle, Arsenal robbery against Aston Villa, McAllister getting sweet chin music by Doku and no penalty was given. I'm not saying referees are the sole reason or the main reason, but they've played a role in swaying the league title that way. That's just the reality. Someone will come tell me, yeah, but if Arsenal only beat Aston Villa, they would have been league champions. Yeah, I hear that, and that's a fair comeback. It's a fair point. However, this is the second time again. Yeah, but it's true though. It's I get it, but it's
Both
the
sides
second
are
time
true.
where referees have played a role
Yeah,
in giving
both sides
Manchester
are true.
City a league
Right,
title.
Lewis.
I mean, Rodri handball stopped me from winning a league title, and now a Doku switch in music is the reason why we could genuinely say Arsenal could be league champions right now. So
Sweet chin music,
that's-
and I
that's
won't pass the
perfect.
ox. Sorry, that song's been in my head since it dropped. Carry on. My bad.
That's it.
Fair.
There's nothing else to say.
Arsenal on the beat, yo.
And also, can I say how much of City? Actually,
That's
that's what
so
I lied. There's one thing I want to say as well. I want to say how plastic and fake Manchester City are. It's not
I'm
enough.
with you on this. I'm with you on this. Go on, carry on.
But it's
Did
not-
this
it's not
somewhere.
enough.
Because even the Tottenham
Stadium-
game, yeah, when they went 2-0 up, yeah, sorry to cut, but I'm gonna let you go. When they went 2-0 up, bro, they went to their away end, and there was like the first 5 rows were just standing there clapping. I was like, brother, yo, if you went to the Arsenal away end, the Liverpool away end, the Chelsea, the United,
We
man
were
would be
going
jumping
crazy.
off.
Yeah, because they don't have that.
And this is the thing that I wanted to say when it comes to the plasticity of Manchester City. I'm a chemical engineer. I know how to deal with plastic. So I'll tell you exactly about the plasticity of that football club because they've been pathetic over the last 24 hours. First of all, if you watched any of that game at the Etihad, it felt like a fucking library. One of the guys in my chat was like, yo, I have an exam tomorrow. I'm going to go to the Etihad to study. It was so quiet. It was like, you could literally hear a coin drop. I could hear Pep's fucking
I said he's gonna
instructions.
study for his exam, you know.
He's gonna study for his
That's
exam
why.
at the Etihad.
That is funny.
You gotta study for, I could hear
Fair.
Pep's instructions. Not only is your stadium named after an airline, you get me? Not only did your club change 15 years ago, before that you were irrelevant, no one would have known about you. On top of that, you're stealing slogans, talking about this means 4, mocking the Liverpool thing. Bro, here's the thing. Yeah,
No
Yeah,
way.
That's good. This means 4 is good. That's good. I can't lie. That's
bro,
good.
good.
of
Yeah.
course. No, let me tell the City fans something. How about you get your own stuff? Your celebration is from Lech Poznan as well, who's a Polish club. Can you just do your own thing? Can you actually be original and create something instead of just stealing fucking slogans and celebrations and all that shit? Like, be original. Create something, Look at Troops, successful YouTuber, original ideas. When you create original ideas, you become successful. If you do the same shit, you get me? People just laugh at you. Yes, it means more to Liverpool fans. First league title in 30 years. You mock us for it all the time. Let me say it means more. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, I think the
Why are you
Sheik's
guys
done as
so
well,
like weird about this whole situation? Like, oh my god, this means 4. Bunch of weirdos. No, my
Yeah,
Sheik's
the
not
Sheik's
done.
cut him off.
My Wi-Fi is good. Don't worry. So,
Yeah,
So-
the Sheik ain't rampant.
So,
The Sheik ain't
yeah,
rampant,
it's
bro.
just like stealing slogans as well. Well, I have some shame. There's nothing real about your football club. All of you guys crying in the chat right now. If you're not Mank born and bred, you literally would have been Charlton Athletic fans had he bought Charlton. So just please keep it stepping.
Yeah,
I can't lie. City have got you on strings, and it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious.
Look
But I understand. I understand. It cost you like how many titles, and I do hear the refereeing situation as well. But like we said earlier, there is 2 parts to this story. Even with the refereeing situation, maybe Arsenal could have done a little bit better in some of their results. Maybe they could have beaten Fulham. Maybe they could have beaten Aston Villa. Because those are the sort of games that make the difference when you're going up against Manchester City. Their standard is just that high that you can't afford to drop points at any point during the season. You have to go and try and get 3 points in every available fixture that you can get. And they dropped points too many times in the first half of the season, which is why all it took was 1 defeat against Aston Villa in the run. And that was it. That was it. Like, I hear the arguments with the refereeing, but Man City are just Man City. You know what what you're dealing with when you go into a title race with them. You have to be near flawless, and Arsenal weren't.
No pun intended.
That was the difference.
Yeah, and legit, like that's what it is. Yes, do I hear the refereeing decisions? Of course, but Arsenal could and should, in my opinion, have won this league title this season. When you look at the points they dropped, when you look at drawing at home to 10-man Fulham, losing away to Fulham, losing at home to West Ham, win 2 of those games and you win the league. Yes, referee.
Can I ask you a question, Flawless?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You're right, and what Lewis said is right,
Yeah.
and even I acknowledged, yes, if they beat Aston Villa, yes,
Yeah.
they were doing league champions. But I ask you a genuine question. From the start of the season, Can you name one game where referees have cost Manchester City?
No, I can't. So that's why I hear you on the. That's
Yeah,
where
that's
I
the
hear
issue,
you
though.
on the
It's not like
referee
balancing
decision.
out. It's not like Arsenal
No.
are getting screwed in a game and City are getting screwed in a game.
No,
That's
that's how
the thing
we're both acknowledging each other's points. So there's a mutual agreement.
It's
That's
not a
the thing
balance.
that's pissing me off.
It's
And it
it's
happened before the Rodri handball, bro.
yeah,
Come on, man.
I hear all that, but no pun intended. The 2 seasons you lost by a point, it was all in your hands. Same way with Arsenal. The 2 seasons I was looking at the tables because I was checking out. There was a point I wanted to make about Manchester United, and the Manchester United segment I'll make it. So I was looking at previous seasons. I think the 2 seasons you finished you lot lost out to the league by a point. I think one season you drew 7 games and one season you drew 8 games. Arsenal, we just went through their fixtures.
One of them, I think they had an 8-point lead.
Yeah, like maybe. I'm not sure about that, but both sides had ample opportunity. Was it 18-19? Yeah. Both sides had ample opportunities. I say this all the time. We know referees are incompetent. That doesn't make it right. That's just what it is. So until everybody bands together, clubs, fans, and does something to make it better, this is the way it's going to be. Even this whole nonsense of abolishing VAR shows how incompetent it is. The only reason why that's a conversation is because the referees are no good. That's how poor the referee. There's been a system implemented to help you make better decisions. But
they're mad at the system.
You are so bad at your job that you are mad at the system.
They won't even properly implement the system.
The system works. Us four, I think, from watch-alongs could make better decisions than them. I've been
100%.
watching games on my watch-along and gone, that's a penalty. Oh, that's not a penalty. And I've seen it in one. Never mind them with all them 4K, 5K cameras, multiple camera angles. You can watch it in real time. You can slow it down, and they will take 5 minutes, sometimes longer, and still get it wrong. That's why I say it's on you. Yes, decisions will go against you. And if decisions say, let's say Arsenal had beaten Fulham twice and had beaten West Ham and had lost the league, and it was only because they lost to Villa and they drew to Manchester City, for example, I'd hear the debate more in regards to acknowledging, like, in regards to them losing the league. But they had it. Same way Liverpool, them 2 seasons, they lost a point. I think they drew 6 games one season, 7 the other, or 7 and 8, something like that. That's just what it is. We know the referees are bad. And that VAR conversation tells you all you need to know. That's implemented to help you. But you know so whatless it is. You blame the system. You blame the system. You know what I'm saying? Not the tool. You know what I'm saying?
What's VAR? Literally video assistant referee. Just a camera showing you another angle. Okay, make a decision now.
It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I give you the best car to do your job. You know what I'm saying? You got a driving job and you are blame the car because you can't drive. That's legit what it is. So it's unfortunate until, like I said, we all band together and say, yeah, because if they get rid of VAR, that's ridiculous. Because what's going to happen? Tom Little tweeted it. What's going to happen is first game of the season, there's going to be a big moment in a big game, and they're going to get it wrong, and then we're going to go, should have kept VAR.
Just offside. Never even mind big moment. Offside alone. Offside alone is the reason to keep VAR.
I don't know why offside is not automated like it is in the Champions League or like they do in cricket. I don't get, like, Champions League, they do it and it's fast.
It's quick. Automated in the Serie A.
Is it? I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know
it's automated in leagues that don't even have 1/10 of the viewership of the Premier League. And in the Premier League, the bald bastard is there doing a Microsoft Paint line, holding shift and shit, and just here he fucking chooses the thickness of the line. Oh, this time I'm gonna draw it this wide. This time I'm draw it this wide. Oh, look,
this time it'll be from this angle. This time it'll be from this angle.
Yeah, the way it is a Microsoft Paint job, one.
And you know, next season, semi-automated offside isn't even coming in from the start. It's coming in after the first international break, which is a bit confusing in itself. Like, what if something crazy happens the first 4 games? It impacts the title race or it impacts relegation or something. Oh, sorry, we didn't have semi-automated offside back then. So yeah, you're gonna have to hold that. The way we handle VAR and everything is absolutely ridiculous, but I've already known for years what it is. It's controversy. The Premier League's been about controversy. Football's been about controversy because controversy creates cash. It creates views. It creates clicks. It creates stories. That's why they've been so slow to even implement new aspects of VAR or to just iron out all of the issues surrounding it. Because why do that when you can have more eyes on the Premier League because of a controversial moment? Let's hope they pattern up next season, but I doubt it. They've had years to do it, and they still haven't done it. These men have about 6 big plasma screen TVs in front of their eyes, and they still can't get a decision right. And it's been like that since 2020. So I got no faith in these referees either. That's why I say all the more emphasis is there for the teams to do their own job. You have to go and win the games and not have to rely on refereeing decisions. Because again, that's where the standard has to be with the Premier League, because the referees aren't going to help you. And if there is a bias towards Man City, you're acting against that as well. So, yeah, the bar's really high with Man City.
And like that's it. And back to the point that Sam was making about City and them not being original. It's because they was not, and like having no soul as a club, they was not ready for that type of success because they had nothing in place. There's certain clubs now that you can look at and you go, oh, if you had great success, you have like a Newcastle.
Leeds,
for instance.
you mentioned it.
We mentioned the Leeds. You could mention a Blackburn. There's other clubs who are not in the Premier League who are very, very well supported, who will have their own. It's like, I don't know, in wrestling when they put the belt on someone they shouldn't put the belt on and say, yeah, go run with it. You know what I'm saying? And they have a terrible title reign. It's kind of like that with Manchester City. Yeah, Jack Swagger, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like that.
Man said, we the people.
Even though we the people, it's a slogan like, that's it.
Wrong
it's
guy.
Like, certain, like, it's like City just, you mentioned it there, they don't. And yes, they deserve credit for all their success, as does Pep, because 4P, and that is not me hating. I always give credit to successful teams, whether you're up or not, and I give them full credit for what he's done.
So your celebration is the Poznan, your stadium is an airline, and now you're stealing slogans from Liverpool. I'm supposed to respect that shit? Come on, man.
They got nothing of their own, man. They have to. That's what they gotta do. They gotta do the Damien, what's his name? Damien Misdown, man. You know what I'm saying? Where he was the stunt double. That's what you gotta do. Like,
remember when Kofi Kingston was pretending to be Jamaican? That's what it feels like.
And Triple H just called him out on that shit.
Yeah, he just
didn't used to have a Jamaican accent. It's all mad.
Phil Foden winning best player in the Premier League. 2 bangers yesterday as well. What, you don't think he deserves the award?
This Premier League is becoming nothing but a narrative-driven league. It's becoming like the NBA. Flawless will know what I'm saying, because now they give MVPs based on narratives. Oh, this guy done that, so he deserves MVP. Listen, the person who should win the best player in the Premier League is the fucking best player in the Premier League this season, who's Rodri. He should be the winner of that fucking award, not Phil Foden. People say it's just buzzwords. Oh, Phil Foden stepped up. Yeah, he stepped up. 0 goals against Arsenal and Liverpool home and away, but he scored the hat-trick against Brentford, so give him player of the season. Fuck off, man. Even Mo Salah, Mo Salah beats Foden in all metrics, including dribbling.
What about the goal in the Bernabeu?
Including goal in the Bernabeu. Wow. What's the name of the award? Premier League. Blah, 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 blah. So should I give it to Salah because he scored in the Europa? Who gives a fuck? Let's talk about
but no one gives a shit about the Europa. People
Premier League, factually, every time Rodri has played, City have not lost a game. And he's been even more clutch than Foden, factually.
Do you lot agree with Hussam?
I think because, again, Rodri's an enemy of his own consistency. Because you are just consistently good, it takes away credit from you, because it's like however many games, what has it been, like 60, 70 games since he started, since Manchester City lost. So because you are just 7, 8 and above week in, week out, we take that for granted. And because Foden was good but improved this season, that's why people have given what's it called?
So it's a narrative.
This season. No, it's not. No, it's not a narrative. That's just
more big moments, if anything.
That's the facts of the matter, though. Because
name the big moment, Lewis.
No, because
he scored key goals against Man United. Obviously, the West Ham one.
Oh, Man United, big moment. Same team that lost to Fulham and Bournemouth.
No, but it is still. No, but it is.
I swear he scored a lot of clutch goals for them this season.
The reason why
I think that's what the difference maker's been.
Yeah, the reason why I would give it to Foden is
when they've been like needing someone, it's been Foden.
Yeah, I think he's been their best. I think he's been their best attacker.
Yeah, I think he's been cold.
We've criticized legit all of their attackers that
Hussam just hates everything about Man City.
Yeah.
But I gave it Rodri,
hatred. Like, it's very consistent.
But I gave it Rodri.
You see through Jordan when Tyson Fury was getting punched up, the way he was like reacting, bro. I was like, fucking hell, you really hate you.
Yeah, no, but really dislike
I'm giving it to Rodri. Really I'm not saying like an Arsenal or a Liverpool player. I'm saying Rodri, who also plays for Man City.
I would say
Phil Foden, he's like Manc born and bred. He's a proper blue. You know what I
mean? So once
like,
again, you're going based on narratives. I don't give a fuck where Rodri was born. He's the best player in the league.
Yeah, but it's not. The reason why I would give it to...
but majority of people will say that Foden deserved it. I haven't heard.
I don't think he deserves it because we're going based on the narrative.
No, I would say Foden. I would say Foden deserved it is because not only have they won the Premier League, he has been
De Bruyne's been out as well.
He's been their main. He's been their main guy. They've been there. And their attack has not been... Haaland's been criticised this season. De Bruyne, when he's played, has been criticised this season. Grealish has been criticised. Doku's been said it's a terrible transfer. Bernardo Silva hasn't played well. Alvarez has played well when he's played in parts, but Foden has been their main man. The whole conversation around Foden was,
been consistent.
You're a good player. Can you be the main man? He's been the main man.
Consistent.
I think he was consistent. I think he was consistent. That's unfair. That's unfair.
It's not even a hatred thing. I'm saying Rodri because he actually is the best player in this league. Actually, every time he doesn't play, City drop points, and when he plays, City have been undefeated this whole season. But he's even been more clutch for them than Foden. He's even has GA as a DM. He dictates every single game they play. Yesterday, think of yesterday, right? We're saying Foden scored twice against West Ham, blah, blah. When it was 2-1, who scored the goal as a DM?
Rodri. Yeah, I hear you. No one's disputing that with Foden. What people don't take into consideration, though, that's City's poor recruitment because they don't get any good backup for him. Guess what? If Foden's backup was all Doku, we'd rate Foden higher. It'll be look how they look, but they have Alvarez, they have De Bruyne, they have Haaland, they have these, and these players have not been it. I don't think, I'll go as far to say, if you take him out of the City team or he doesn't perform the way he does, they don't win the league.
And if you take Rodri out of the City team, they finish.
I don't think they win the league. I don't think they win the league.
They finish even lower. So where do they go from here?
I'm going with Foden because he's been the main man and been the main attacker. That's why I think he's been consistent this season. And this season's been it's weird to say because he's been good before. This has been his breakout season.
That's what I said. I said that Foden hasn't had like a whole season. Like he has like he plays like a
moments.
part role. He plays like as when De Bruyne's tired or they want to rest De Bruyne. All right, cool. We're setting Foden. He'll come off the bench. This year, he's actually he's like one of the first names on the team sheet. When Pep's naming that team to play United in the final of the FA Cup next Saturday, we're doing a watch along, blood, cheeky plug. Foden will be in that starting 11, blood.
Yeah.
One of the first names on that
sheet.
Pardon?
Who's the first name on the team sheet?
The first.
Say it as it is. Be honest.
Of course, it'll be Rodri.
It's Rodri.
No one's disputing that Rodri's not good, but I'm looking here, even at his numbers, it's like, right, man he's played more.
But the thing with Rodri as well, Rodri can't go and win the game by himself. Foden can get the ball running and hit it like he's done it.
I don't know about that because Rodri's been doing GA as well this season.
No, but he can't win he can't pick up the ball, run with it, beat two man.
He's not an attacker like it.
You understand? He'll run, he'll make a late run into the box. He's not like Gerrard will get it, boom,
shooting from range.
Lampard will get it, boom, like run with it as well. Rodri will more, you understand, edge of the box.
Gerrard and Lampard are clear of these guys anyway, so.
Huh?
Gerrard Lampard is clear of these guys anyway, but that's beside.
Shout out Super Frank.
Yeah, Vieira's clear of all of them, but Patrick, not
according to Hamza. He thinks Rodri is better than Vieira now.
Oh, UCL.
Hamza eats toenails. Yeah.
There you are.
Jesus Christ. I didn't even realize he got 9. That's impressive. You got 19 goals this season, folks.
See what I'm saying?
I didn't even know he scored that many. No, that's impressive.
What I'm saying.
All competitions or just the league?
Oh no, all competitions.
Oh, it's got to be all competitions. Yeah,
all competitions. You got 27.
That's Rodri, right? Flawless.
No, that's Foden.
Are you crazy? That's Rodri.
How much goals
Rodri, that would be insane.
This who some guy, yo, put down the flipping shisha.
Yeah. Rodri got 7 goals this season in the Premier League, which is impressive. Don't get me wrong.
7 Premier League goals for a DM, all clutch.
Which is super impressive. I'm just saying in regards to with Rodri, City's poor recruitment also adds to his quality.
Yeah, because they bought Calvin Phillips. He's not good. They loaned him out. That Nunes guy don't get a chance.
Yeah.
Gundogan's gone. So it's just Rodri.
Like if they would have kept a Lavia, for example, we wouldn't look at it the same way. Yes, Lavia is not of the same as Rodri.
If they got a Rice
level. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if they had they'd be more so. It's just that because Jan City talks about this all the time in regards to what with Calvin Phillips, she was saying when he was getting criticized, it's because Rodri sets the bar so high, and when you fall really short, so of course the team is not going to be the same. They have to address that because he was there. I swear he was there when Fernandinho was there, and there wasn't this type of conversation. Rodri's our bad boy midfielder. This is me not, and if he would have won it, I would hear it. I just personally think it's Foden because of their attack. If their attack was flying, I'd be more inclined to lean towards Rodri. It wasn't. None of their attackers had a great season. Not one. Maybe you could argue Alvarez, and even him is off the bench. Haaland didn't have he was getting criticized all season. Let's not forget, is he a League Two player? Not a whole conversation because of Roy Keane. Let's not act like that didn't happen the first season. Yeah, let's not act like people weren't talking about, oh, Haaland has made them worse. Haaland's not good enough. He needs to get better on the ball. Just because they've won, like, let's not act like these conversations did not happen in regards to that. I've mentioned it. Their attack, De Bruyne was criticized all season. Bernardo Silva, who I'm a huge fan of, didn't have a great season.
Bruyne, to be fair, was injured majority of this season. He's injured,
but even when he played
until February.
Yeah, even when he played at points, it was like, all right,
Now, when he came back, it took him a little while to like get going. But then when he got going, that was it. We saw the
because he had the game.
That's when they were going back to back.
Because he had the game against Newcastle when he came back. There was a game against Palace. Like again, De Bruyne, another bad boy, but it's like you weren't. Yeah, he played 17 matches. So it's like he goes to show like
because he came back in like February.
He came back, so it was kind of like, yo, if Foden doesn't, we're here criticizing him, saying you need to step up at this point because that's been the conversation. But I hear the Rodri debate, but. I think Foden's fair. I think it's a fair show. Yeah.
Fuck City either way, blood.
I'm with that.
Big up Kate.
Big them up.
Big up Catalin. It says Pep crying for Klopp. Nah, been that. Can't stand those cheats.
He's so fake as well.
Big up Ads. We cannot replace him. Dickhead. Big up Abs, blood. He says, when is the Back Again Awards? Happy birthday, Hussam.
Thank you.
Probably do it next episode. I'm gonna get the categories, and then I'll obviously put it in a group chat for the man them, and then we'll do it. Then obviously the chat will have their say as well. Big up Adam. He says, "Troops, your thoughts on Allegri being sacked by Juve?" Didn't even know, blood. You understand? I kind of took my eye off Allegri. Did he? Since probably 2019 times, bro. Probably just before lockdown times. You get me? Before then, like for me, Allegri was when Wenger was there. That's when I was like Allegri. You get me? Then it kind of, you know what I'm saying? But
died off.
Yeah. Big up Lorenzo. He says, I need to apologize for my DM Casado. Lewis.
Proper Chelsea.
Big up Rahul again. He says,
though.
Question to Hussam. Do you think the transition to Slot and his era will be a tough one? And are you worried about it?
Yeah, I am worried about it. The only thing that fills me with any form of confidence is the fact Edwards is there. The reason why I'm worried about it is at the speech yesterday, there was an old man with white hair and glasses that owns Liverpool Football Club, who is the bigger problem at Liverpool. So yeah, that's why I'm worried.
Big up Overhaul. He just dropped down and kept it moving.
Oh, I'm happy.
Big up Adam. He says, would Troops still want Allegri for Arsenal? I think I just answered that still. No. Big up Frankie. He says, I know it meant nothing, like a Diddy apology, big facts, but that Kudus goal was mad. Yeah, that was until I saw the Casado one. You know what? That's probably I don't know. I think
they're both bangers. They're both bangers.
You know what? I'm gonna have to say I think the Kudus one was better because he actually touches it. He actually sets himself up before he bicycle kicks it, blood. You understand? But don't get me twisted, like. Don't get it twisted. Sorry, the
arguing between two good goals. It's not even offensive or nothing.
If you pick the Casado one, I totally hear you, blood. You get me? The setup with the touch was bang. Yeah, see, and bang. No Diddy. Happy birthday, Uncle Hussam.
Thank you, Frankie.
Big up Rahul again, blood. You said 2 years of the title slipping away from your hands, and you are still Arteta in. The reason you didn't win this year were his tactics when it mattered. Before 2022 season, you were Arteta out. I'm not Arteta in. Let's get that in, blood. You get me? I'm Arteta doubt. You get me? I am Arteta doubt because for me, if you don't win a major honor next year, then you get me. He's got a bounce, blood. You understand? This year, I look at it and I'm like, the managers that I would go for, you can't really get in now in it. You get me? So I think if you don't win nothing next season, and he gets a striker, he gets a midfielder of quality. Yeah, not no dodgy, risky signings. You get me? Bring in, you understand? Prime steak. You get me? Ribeye, not no rump steak. You understand? Then you get me? I think we have a chance. But if you don't win that next year, bro, then you understand?
Yeah, I can't lie. Like even major or minor, obviously you need to focus on the league and Champions League. But you gotta win something next year. At least take the domestics a bit more seriously than you guys have done the last few years, because now it's starting to rack up. It's 4 years without a title. So, yeah, big season for Arteta. I don't think he's getting sacked anyway.
Big up Ray. He says City won because they deserved to. They didn't bottle it at home to Villa in the run-in. Yeah, the club is corrupt, but the manager and players aren't.
both sides.
Big up Marius. He says 90 plus points to win the Premier League shouldn't be the norm.
That's just the standard of a good team.
Yeah, that's just what it is. And Arsenal
Yeah.
should have broke 90.
It's too tough for me.
Yeah, Arsenal should have broke 90. That's the crazy part.
I'm not gonna lie, Marius. That just sounds a bit like weak mentality. You get me, bro?
Oh, they win too many games for me. Come on.
Don't ever try to compare my brother Hussam to that fucking goldfish. Big up Summer Hawk. He says, "Yo,
Up the Chelsea." Up the Chelsea.
The way I had to hi. You understand? I had to pause there, blood. You get me?
Last minute block.
Cassidy impressed me off the bench. Bournemouth should have won or draw. I'm sad I couldn't meet you.
Big up, man. I'll be around more next season. But in terms of Bournemouth, I won't say they should have won or draw. But luck was a bit on our side. But that wasn't a great game from Chelsea. It was a good first half. That was it. Second half was...
Big up Edgy. He says, question, will the Euros have auto VAR?
That's a great
Yes
question.
is the answer.
I presume so.
Everyone will have auto VAR except fucking Premier League being useless.
Yep.
Big up Edgy again. He says, big up Hussam. Happy birthday, big man.
Big up, Edgy.
Ray's back again. He says, I would have given it to Rodri, but come on, Hussam. Foden has been sensational. He's been consistent, and him and Rodri have carried them. What a player.
Go fuck yourself.
My man. Big up Summer Hawk one more time. He says, Super Mick Arteta, Saliba at the back, Havertz on the attack. Arteta will finish behind Pep. Lewis, inshallah, I get to see you next season at the Bridge.
See you next season, brother. Hopefully you'll be in a better mood then.
Big up Siak. He says, is someone tracking Hussam's ex-SIGs during the CT segment?
Oh, my done C24, man. Shout out C24. Every time.
Someone track it, man. Someone track it. It's just because I woke up an hour ago.
Oh, you and me both.
Man trying to catch up. He's nuts. He said, Man City can't win without Rodri. Man City can win without Foden.
I don't think
This
so
is
this
the-
season. I disagree with that. I disagree with that. This season,
Yeah.
what attack? Who in their attack played well this season?
Facts. Big up TKA. He says, Hussam is right. City lost every game without Rodri.
That's true. They suffer heavily.
Big up Hussam's fan. He says, happy birthday, Hussam. Hope you're doing well.
Big up to you, my brother. Big up.
I like that.
Big up RSV, my G. He says, big up. Which incidents hurt you most? Rooney dive, Babel dive, or onshore handball? Also, what other incident hurts you a lot, Troops, for Arsenal? Out of them three, it would probably be it's out of the Rooney and Babel, because we just equalized with that fantastic Theo Walcott run. Wally Walcott, Adebayor tucked it away, and then Babel fell quicker than a bad bee to her knees on a night out behind the bins by the local kebab shop. Get me? But
Christ.
the Rooney dive as well, blood. That was a man analogy. I lie flawless. But the Rooney dive as well, blood. 49. You understand? That would have made it 50. R.I.P. Antonio Reyes, who they tried to kick the shit out of. But the on-show dive, I was very young. I remember that game very vividly. We absolutely smoked Liverpool, and then Michael Owen in stoppage time did what he did. Our defense was fucking 38, 34, 37.
Is that the FA Cup final?
Yeah, at the time, blood, everyone was old. It was Dixon, Winterburn, Adams, Keown. These men were like, you understand, dead and gone. Respectfully, legends, but they were dead and gone. And so, yeah, for me, it's out of. And then obviously the Champions League, innit, blood. That one will always, you understand, burn my heart, blood. Big up Lee Burnell, my brother. There he is, blood. He said,
Not
big
bad.
up Troops and the man them. Happy birthday, Hussam. Salam alaikum.
Big up Lee Burnell, one of the real ones, man. Big up to you, bro.
Certified, my brother. He says, big up the panel. Looks like the stars didn't align. Go fuck yourself.
There
Big
you
up
go.
Ray. He says, Thiago, Allah can't play a game. What's her name? That was, blood. Very lucky we have amazing fans who gave him a great send-off despite his fraudulence in the past 4 years. Big up my guy, Matip.
You know what's funny about Ray? He's laughing at Thiago for not being able to play a game, but then he says, big up Matip. You know Matip over the last... Let me give you the numbers, yeah?
Mad.
Matip over the last 4 years 9 games, 10 games, 12 games, 13 games. That's Matip. Big up my guy, Matip. Just no one take you seriously.
Big up Yasir, my fucking GG. He says, if Arteta tries to go far in other comps and try to compete, don't think you'll go as high, in the league. You haven't been able to win it, even when you've been the other cups. Might be a top 4 and cup.
That's why you have a squad of 20 plus players, is to compete in all competitions. That's why it's not an 11.
Yeah,
that's
I
why
can't lie.
like all this whole winning cups in 1 game a week. No, that's why everybody in Arsenal's team is paid big money. It's to play in Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Champions League, and Premier League, and to go for all 4 competitions. That should be the aim.
100%. Big up Marius one more time. He says, dropping points is normal. We're holding Arsenal, Liverpool to City standards, which is a bit unfair, and we're treating our teams harshly because of it.
No, it's not.
I think City have just raised the bar. Do you understand? Like the reason why we went and got Wenger all them years ago is because Fergie kept raising the bar. So we had to go and look. We had to go to foreign and try and bring something different to try and catch him. You understand? And that's what we did. Football moves with the times. It's about progression. You can't sit still. You can't stand still. You have to always improve, blood. You get me? That's that.
And that's
this
what,
is insane,
what
copium.
And that's what happened.
Like, the Premier League's changed from like in the 90s and the early 2000s, where when Chelsea got that 90, when they got, what was it, 95 points, Lewis?
Yes.
95 points, yeah.
It was like everyone was like, what the fuck? Because normally it's 79 points would have won you the league. Yeah. You get me? Maybe the max 84 points would have got you the league. You understand? So
and then they got
we didn't cry about the Invincibles are around and they never lose a game. Well, no, you go and you win more games.
Yes,
that's
like it. That's what it is. The Troops mentioned it key there in regards to raising the bar. It was Sir Alex Ferguson. Wenger did that. They competed. Then Mourinho came in, and then that whole starting slow was a myth because Mourinho came in and won 9 games in the first 10 games straight. So then Fergie then had to cook, and then so forth and so forth. So this whole drop in points is normal. Nah, it's not for Premier League winning sides. It's not. I'm sorry, failing to beat Fulham over 2 games and losing at home to West Ham is not the norm. Like Lewis said, insane copium. You have to do better.
Also, let's not even go to see. You could go further back than that. When we won the league title under Conte, we got 93 points, and I think we only lost 4 games. We dropped 6 points between October and April. Standard. That's what you need to do to win trophies. It's been 90 points for the longest. So sorry, that's copium, bro.
Big up yourself, Marius. Though. Big up, man. Like Joe. He says, big up to everyone. Happy birthday, Hussam. Though we didn't win, proud of this Arsenal team. Is on. Just need to add a few more to level up. Come on, you Gunners. I agree with that still. Proud of this Arsenal team. But, obviously disappointed at the same time, blood. You understand? But definitely agree that if we do move correct in the transfer market, we can compete again next season. And this time we need to fucking bring it home, blood, or Arteta, mate, uncomfortable conversations will start occurring. I mean, last night I did a little live after the game. Big up everyone that tuned into that live, blood. And it was, you understand, some people are on him. Some people are saying 1 more year. Some people are just blindly just going with him. And whatever happens next year, we still back him. So it is, you understand, next year's a make or break for me, in my opinion, for Arteta, blood. Big up Singers King, my G, blood. Good to see you, bro. He says, big up Troops and the man them. Happy birthday, Hussam. We've seen Flawless drop 16 out of 10 merch. Hussam, thoughts on dropping some There You Are merch? I said this to you as well, blood.
It's called There You Are, not There You Are. That's number 1. Number 2, the problem is I'm based in Jordan, brother. So you all have to pay £25 international shipping.
Hey.
Some man will do that.
Yeah, that's true, though. You get me?
I sold
I'll get a little There You Are cap.
I ain't gonna lie, I sold more merch internationally than I did in the UK. And I will be bringing it back at some point. The shop is closed, but I'll be bringing it back at some point next month, people. Don't worry, man, with more merch. And Sarcasm City merch alongside that as well.
Man, like Ray speaking of 16 out of 10. He says, Matic contributed to us winning multiple trophies, including that brilliant partnership with Virgil when we won the Champions League. Hussam equals fraud.
See how I say this guy's an absolute idiot? Let me tell you just the numbers quickly. 19-20 2020, Matip played 9 games. The partnership that season was Virgil and Gomez, bro. You fucking idiot. It's just you cannot be stopped. Your stupidity is it's just too much. Man played 9 games. 9 games.
You know when man
Yeah,
kills
yeah.
trolling with facts? It's the worst feeling.
1920, 9 games.
How many games did he play in the champs? Because he mentioned the Champions League. How many did he play? Or was it 9 games
1920
in total?
didn't win the Champions League anyway.
Oh yeah, he did. So what's he talking about? Yeah. He's at a
He's
bad.
waffling.
He's
That's
at
what
a
he's
bad,
talking about.
He's at a bad.
Pointless, brother. It's pointless, wallahi.
He's at a bad, yo.
I didn't want to do this, blood. You get me? Thought we could avoid this section, you understand? But we can't, you understand? I am the Arsenal representation, so we have to talk about it, blood. You get me? Arsenal finish as bridesmaids again, as the title says, blood.
Oh, my fucking webcam, one sec.
Another
Sorry.
season without a trophy, another season without a Premier League. 20 years, no Premier League title, blood. Our longest run without a league title. I believe we've won a league title in every decade, apart from the last decade and
10 to 20.
currently in this one as well, blood. You get me? 4 years, no trophy. There was a lot of fours on the line yesterday, blood. City could have four-peated, which they did. We could have won our first trophy in 4 years. We could have won our 4th Premier League title. But the 4 that popped up in my life was the one that I didn't want to see, blood. 4 years, no trophies. You get me? And the only thing about yesterday's game I can really say is that we never put City under pressure the whole day, blood. You get me? I know that they went ahead early, 2 minutes, but if the way we started, it was slow. The players looked lethargic. They looked nervous. We looked a shell. We looked like we was playing in our shell. You get me? The nerves were clearly on show. Weren't really a lot of standout players. You get me? Majority was shit, if we're being real. It's only really Odegaard, Havertz, Martinelli, and Tomiyasu that I saw a level from. You get me? Partey was passing to ghosts, in the words of Trey. Rice, probably one of his worst performances in an Arsenal shirt. The way Onana was kind of dealing with the midfield was a bit mad at points, blood. You get me? But I do think that City going ahead 1-0 did play a part, because obviously the fans are going to know it's going to trickle down to the bench. The players are going to know the scoreline in the other game. Whether they admit it or not, we all know they know what's going on at the Etihad, blood.
Of course.
But still, you get me. You never know what can happen. Like, you understand? To me, it looked like that point. Like in that first half, it looked at points like we went in there. The players went into that game like how I felt, where we know City's gonna win. The league's done, in it. We've missed our opportunity. We've you understand? We didn't bottle it. Cause I see people saying we've bottled it, and I don't think you can say we bottled it. We've won 16 games out of 18, bro. 1 draw and 1 defeat. You cannot say Arsenal have bottled it. You get me? We dropped out of the title race in January when we fucking fell apart over Christmas, and that's when I think we lost the league, blood. You understand? We was put into the coffin at Fulham away, and the coffin was closed. You understand? We were there. It was like a buried alive match. You understand? They put you in the coffin and you're there fighting, blood. You understand? Undertaker, you try to jump out. Undertaker puts you back in, blood. You try to jump out. He puts you back in again, blood. You understand? And then the nail in the coffin was obviously Aston Villa. You get me? Because like going back to Marius's comment, he said that 90 points is too much. City have raised the bar to that, blood. You get me? So I already knew when we got to that 4th defeat in January on New Year's Day away at Fulham, I said the league's gone, because you can't lose that amount of games at that point and then think you're gonna win the league, blood, because you need perfection to win that league now, blood. Until the end of the season, you can't slip, bro. You can have 1 slip maybe, and that was the draw at City. The 1 slip we was allowed. You can't have 2 slips, blood. You're allowed 1 slip, bro. You get me? That 1 slip that we had at City, the 0-0, that was the slip. Then we had to go on and win again, blood. You understand? When City went to Anfield, they knew after that draw, they had to win every game. That match was after the Arsenal-Man City game. You understand? They went to Anfield after that, blood. Then what did they do? They won every game, blood. Rodri come out yesterday and he said that if you give us a chance, we will take it and win 9-10 in a row, blood. because no matter if it's difficult, we know we can do it. You understand? That's mentality. That's mentality monster. You get me? He says that he said that he thought that Arsenal couldn't win the league. When they started to believe was when we went there, blood. He said that he looked at all the Arsenal players and they didn't look like they wanted to win. They looked like they didn't want to lose. You understand? Now, there's parts of that where I agree with and parts that I don't agree with, blood. You get me? I agree with the mentality part of it where City do have a better mentality than us. They do have the better team. They are more equipped to do what they do. You understand? But I don't agree with we went to the Etihad and the draw cost us the league, blood, because they didn't beat us one time this season, bro. You get me? When they came to the Emirates, they didn't play to beat us, blood. I watched everyone knows they didn't play to beat us at the Emirates, bro. You understand? So I think he's just trying to bad man up, trying to like little brother man. Well,
yeah, I think he's just taking. Yeah, he's just taking.
One minute. I think he's trying to bad us up, trying to little bro us. Well, I got 3 words for you, blood. Suck your mother, blood. You get me? But you get me. I'm proud of the team of where
who's that to Troops?
Rodri. I'm proud of the team that we.
Oh, the mentality thing.
You get me? I'm proud of the team that we came back into the title race. That we made Man City go and win the league, blood. Because what I said was last season we bottled it. We never made City go and win the league. We went to Forest, lost, and they fucking won it without even kicking a ball, blood. You get me? And I wanted us to force them to go out and win the league. And we did that, blood. You get me? I'm disappointed that we haven't won the league title. You get me? I look at this team. It's a young team. It's an improving team. We just need to go out in this transfer window and address what needs to be addressed, blood. Go and get a striker, bro. You understand? Because they say defense wins you titles. We had the best defense in the fucking league this season, and we didn't win the title. So what is the issue? The forward line. It didn't. All them 5-0, 6-0 against them little dead teams, blood. Don't let that gas you. Don't let that cloud your judgment. Don't let that take away from the fact that we still need a fucking striker, a proper out-and-out gunman who's going to go and get 25 in the league, blood. You get me? We understand. Man are looking at people who have less numbers than Saka. The fuck is this, bro? I'm not on that, blood. You get me? I want prime steak, like I said earlier, blood.
So no Killer Kai then?
Center midfielder. I want a proper center midfielder, blood. I don't want no fucking Lokonga-like signing. I don't want no Fabio Vieira signings. I want proper fucking midfielders, bro. I want a proper person to come in and cover for Saka, blood. I want proper cover, blood, because I don't want to see no Limb Biscuit on the right-hand side next season, blood. I don't want to see it, bro, because when's he going to get his rest in this fucking, in this summer? He's not, blood, because he's going to go to the fucking Euros and play every minute of every fucking game, blood, yeah? Then he's going to have 2 weeks off, and then bang, he's back in pre-season, blood. Where is the rest? Where is the rest, blood? We need players, do you understand? And get rid of this dead weight, yeah? Get rid of this dead weight, blood. When I'm seeing links with Nketiah, I'm actually saying his name because I want him out of the club, blood. The only time I'm going to say his name, blood. When I'm seeing them links, sell him Bumba Clark, blood. You understand? I wouldn't sell Smith Rowe.
Who's linked to him?
Ipswich. I wouldn't sell Smith Rowe, but man, I'm saying, oh, he's involved in the deal. They want, fuck it. Then we got to do it, blood. You understand? It's at that point now, yeah, where when Liverpool went out and they got, you understand, the Alisson signing, bro. You get me? They went out and they boom, the Van Dijk, blood. This is it now, blood, yeah? Because you went out early last window. Last summer, you went out early, yeah? You went out, you got Timber early, you got Havertz early, you got Rice early. All them man, they was there when we went to America, which is the main pre-season part. They was all there, blood. So I accept this. I expect the same attack in that transfer window this summer, blood, because there's the Euros going on. So you need to get deals done before. You understand? Because when the Euros happens now, that's gonna, if a player that we're looking at has a good Euro, bang, that's an extra 30 million on top, blood. You get me?
Plus, those Euro players won't be there during the Euros for negotiation.
Need to get these things done ASAP, because that will bring delays. You understand? Then they have to You get me? It's gonna take them time to adapt to all of that. That's what pre-season's for, blood. You understand? And if we don't bring a major honor home next season, then it is Arteta out, blood. Yeah, then it is Arteta out, bro. You understand? Because we Arsenal Football Club, you get me? Our longest trophy drought was when we left Highbury and, you understand, went to the Emirates, 9 years. We are on our longest trophy drought now. We are on our longest Premier League or league title drought as well, blood. You get me? So you understand? Things need to be addressed in the window. I'm like I said, proud of the team, but you understand, if I be real, the disappointment outweighs the proudness, because the way that we disrespected the cups yet again, blood. You understand? Took the piss out of
That
the
West
FA Cup,
Ham
bro.
game, bro.
It's a fucking no. Fuck the Carabao Cup. I don't care about the Carabao Cup. I'm talking about the FA Cup, blood. We haven't
There you
got
are.
past the fourth
We
round.
still threw that
since
one
we
away.
won.
Though.
We haven't got past the fourth round since we won the FA Cup, blood. Yeah, in 2020. So I don't give a fuck about
Really?
the Carabao Cup, bro. We ain't won the Carabao Cup since fucking 1993.
That's
I believe it was.
crazy.
So you understand? We lost to
Wait,
fucking Nottingham Forest, fucking Southampton, Liverpool, and City. And the Liverpool and City games,
mental.
we could have fucking won if we took seriously. We should not be losing to Southampton, and we should not be losing to Nottingham Forest, blood. You get me? So, you understand? They also need to be taken seriously as well next season, blood. I don't want to see no fucking bullshit lineup in the FA Cup, bro. Carabao Cup, cool. We never took it seriously. We always use it to bed in players, give the youth a chance to play some
Still counts as a
professional
trophy, though.
football. But you get me? FA Cup, that needs to be taken seriously, but that's the one trophy you won, bro. That's the one trophy that gives you a bit of clout, blood. You get me? When people try to compare you to Poch, what saves you, blood? About a blood clot Yang winning you that trophy, blood. So show that trophy some fucking respect, blood. That is the FA Cup to me is a major honor. Yeah, I respect the FA Cup, blood. That's everyone wants to win the FA Cup, bro. Everyone wants to win the FA Cup.
Different
Bro.
people, I don't see it as that.
Everyone wants to win. No one gives a fuck about the Carabao Cup, blood. No one gives a shit.
I think
Carabao
both are minor, in my opinion. Both are minor
No one gives a
trophies.
fuck, bro. You get me? The FA Cup is one that you ask the pro players. They're like, I want to win that.
I respect it. I think it's a tier below the champions.
Only minor trophies.
Yeah, it is. For me, it's a tier below.
Yeah,
but
I still respect it. I want to win it, of course.
I want to win that. I don't care about the Carabao Cup. But I want to win
it.
Because if you just win the FA Cup, I don't think that would be a successful season. We've done that.
If we win the FA Cup and take the Premier, if we win the FA Cup, we improve in the Champions League, so we go to the semi-final this time. We take the Prem. We're in the title race to the last game of the season. That's a good season in my opinion. You get me? You've improved in the Champions League. You've competed again in the
another season without winning the Prem.
We got a trophy, blood. It's about trophies. It's about trophies. Like I said, the only way he stays is if
it'll be an achievement. Let's not get it twisted.
So that you understand? That's people are moaning about the trophy situation now, blood. You understand?
There's the Champions League and the Prem. That's the major trophies. Those are the major ones.
Which is fair because you're close in regards to like the Prem, like and how close you've been. So that's where it steps. FA Cup is nice, but then if it's not next season, then what is it? The season after where you go the Prem and the Champs. Like that's it. There comes a time where it goes. It has to be one of those two. Obviously, you're aiming for both, but it has to be one of those two. You're reaching that point now where this is your team. You spent X amount. You're seeing the improvement in the team. The team is competing. You are going to reach the last stages of the Champions League again. Unfortunately, whether that's quarterfinals or semifinals, eventually you got to win though. The money being spent. You're closing in on $1 billion. Whether it's $1 billion this summer, it will definitely be $1 billion by not next summer, the summer after. So you have to win. You've got to at some point. It's Arteta's on the clock.
Mm-hmm. That's it. You ain't got shit to say.
I just wanted to ask. So just to confirm, you are looking for an upgrade on Killer Kai in the summer.
Oh my god!
Yeah, same way you're looking for an upgrade on Nicholas Jackson, Mudryk, Conor Gallagher, half your fucking team, blood. Yeah, we are, mate.
Yeah, I'm looking for a number 9 too.
Yeah,
I can agree.
Yeah,
I can stand on business with that.
Goalkeeper position as well. Yeah, we are, mate. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we need to upgrade. I'm just asking.
Try and get you back. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You're looking for
There you are. There you are. You tried it.
That's me all done.
Yeah, we are.
What do you mean? I tried it. I just asked a question.
He tried it. He tried it.
Yeah, we are.
Tried it. Fair enough.
Oh, I haven't said for the last month or so that we need an upgrade on Jackson too, and we need another number 9. Like,
He's right.
And an 8 and a 6
at least we're
and a
gonna admit
4
it.
and a goalie.
Yeah, get me a
And a left
goalie. I
back.
don't mind. Get me a centre back. Get me a left back.
Mm.
Transfer Kings. We out here.
Mm.
But yeah,
2
you're
billion.
looking for an upgrade on Kai. Cool. I just wanted to double check. That's all.
This is
I'm all
so
good past that.
shit, yo.
You're the biggest fraud on the internet, to be so honest.
Yeah, let me not start.
Me, I don't have much to say. I would just congratulate Arsenal on their team. I think Arsenal have built a phenomenal team. There is no need for, I'm not going to laugh at them, because I'm not going to be like the others who laughed at me for not winning a trophy at the end when I took City to the end. So I congratulate them on this team. The only thing I'll say to Arsenal fans is this summer, you need to raise your standards. This is your Alisson and Van Dijk summer. Your only way you can win is if you signed world-class ready-made players. I'm seeing Arsenal getting linked to the likes of Zubimendi and Brian Bobby. If you sign these type of players, then you ain't gonna win fuck all next season. It's just as simple as that.
Prime Bob.
You need to go get yourself.
Zubi's a baller. Zubamendi's a baller still.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
The other
There's
guy,
no
I
point
don't know
about
about that, blood.
Yeah, you need to go get yourself a Kimmich. You need to go get yourself a gunman striker, and then you can go win stuff. Simple as that.
Yeah, you have to, again, you do have to, like, all like rivalry and banter aside, you do have to praise Arsenal because they have had a very good season. I think they've actually scored the most goals this season.
Most goals scored, more wins
at
than
least, yeah,
most ever wins, least goals. Fucking
and it's just where the bar is. And like when I'm on here and I'm being critical of Arsenal players or critical of their team or critical of the results, this is why, people. This is a teachable moment because the margins are so thin. Arsenal lost the league by 2 points. A better player at certain points probably gets you that 2 points and you probably win the league. This is why I'm nitpicking when we're talking. So, why are you so critical about? Because you're running for the Premier League title. So you need to be the best of the best. It's not hate. Yeah, you lot hate me because I'm the messenger and I run bants and run jokes, etc., etc. But I'm being serious when I say these things. Of course, but forget the messenger. What was the message? And I was on here months ago. It was all you hating because your team's dead when I said Arsenal won't win a major honor. You know why? Because their team's not good enough. As good as their team is. And their team is very good, in particular defensively. But you need more. And when I said this months ago, and I've been saying this for weeks on this pod, you just hating and no Arsenal fans in my mentions after Sunday, though. No Arsenal fan, but it was all in my mentions all season long. All season long, you hating and we gonna do this and we gonna do that. Like we all haven't. If you're of a certain age, we've seen enough title races, whether they've included your team or not included your team. And you can go back and watch these things and see the fine margins and see it's a point here, 2 points here. Even if it ends up 6 points, you can see where the league was lost and injuries that happened or loss of form to a key player or certain results over a period of time. And what cost Arsenal? Like, obviously, we mentioned the Fulham and West Ham game, but we watched it when pressure gets to you. Those 2 Bayern games with the Aston Villa game in between. We watched that happen. Where Arsenal played their better players. Enough of their top players didn't perform during that period. And that's where your season's over. You beat Villa and you get past Bayern Munich. You're in the Champions League semi-final and a much better situation to win the Premier League. And we'll be back here next season. We'll be back here. And if Arsenal don't do the business, they'll fall short again. Will they run City close? Probably, depending on what City do, but they'll be there or thereabouts because defensively, Arteta's got it. That's one thing Arsenal have now. They've got that unlocked. So now it is, I do agree with Troops on that. It's the other end of the pitch. Can they go in the forward line? I do agree with Hassam. They have to go out and get top quality, but that was needed this summer to me. That was needed the summer before. And it is very, very tough to do. It's needle in the haystack business. So we'll see what happens.
fucking piss me off, man. Swear down.
Yo, you be back there, but you had a good season overall. Like, you enjoyed the season for the most part. Just terrible ending. But you enjoyed the season, right?
Next year will be your year.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We selling Kool-Aid all next year, man, people. We'll be back. You know what I'm saying? This time next year, selling the Kool-Aid. Same again, man. Same time, same Kool-Aid. We back, baby. We back.
Maybe the stars are still just getting ready to align.
Shout out to Tony. I need to ask Tony about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not spoke to him. Big up Tony, though.
Big up Ray. Ray says, Hussam, what was more special to you, 2019 Champions League win or 2020 Premier League? For me, I'd actually say the Champions League.
Anything that's the first of is always the most special. So the first Premier League I've seen, definitely.
Big up Marius again. He says, thanks for the answers, guys. Good luck next season.
Big up Marius.
Big up yourself,
Big up,
blood.
Marius.
Ray's back again. He says, what the fuck? I'm saying Matic contributed to us winning the Champions League in 18-19 more than what Thiago has done.
Yeah, but everyone contributed, brother. Like Divock Origi contributed. There's many players. You cannot just win a Champions League because of one fucking player, man. And also Thiago got into team of the season, quadruple charge year. So it's not
What
like
do you
he's
think?
been crap. He's just been injured. People like you deserve Henderson, I swear to God.
He's back again. He says, Matic made 9 starts at the start of the league winning season where we got 25 points out of 27. Vital points. More than what Alap can't play a game has done.
First of all, the biggest mistake Troops has done on this pod is give you credit for a joke because now you're going to rinse and repeat the fuck out of it. That's the problem with you. Just keep it stepping, man. Good servant
Todd
for
Miller.
Liverpool. Good luck.
Big up Todd Miller, my brother.
Yeah,
He says, oh, Arsenal. The wait goes on and on. 2 decades more. We'll sing this song because your glory days are gone. Lewis.
Oh, up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea.
I love how you say this as a Chelsea fan, like your glory days ain't gone yourself.
Hey. Next year will be our year. Next year will be our year.
That is hilarious.
Why are you laughing, bruv?
That is
would
hilarious.
you? What about your era, bruv?
Hey, my era
That's
just started.
rough,
I don't know.
It just finished. Big up Joe. He says City have definitely raised the bar along with Chelsea back then and Liverpool recently. In order to win the league now, you need to be ruthless in matches.
Yep.
Totally agree, Joe. Very good super chat, my brother. Big up Nathan, my G. He says, big up Mandem, Usam. Happy birthday, Abibi. Lewis, the Jack Swagger comment was too funny. 30 wins next season should get the job done. Come on, you Gunners. It's looking that way, blood. It is really looking that way, bro. Big up my brother, Edgy, every damn time. He says, hear me out. I may be wrong. If so, I'll hold my hands up. Could you pick a positive out of this? This would have been you took City all the way till last season. Like I said, if I'm wrong, sorry, my guy.
It's a small victory. It's like taking like the best boxer in the world 12 points. I mean 12 rounds, sorry. That's how it's like you still lost.
It's like Fury, blood. He went 12 rounds, but he still left without the title, blood.
Yeah, he still that's it. It's like when people was fighting Mayweather and it was kind of like, all right, well, at least I went 12 rounds.
Yeah,
in
but
the
you
battle.
you're never gonna win.
Yeah. You still lost type of thing. That's how it is.
But big up Edgy every time, blood. Big up Rashan again.
Yeah.
He says, big up your thumbnail, Lewis, the only team to give a trophy to that bum in his first year here.
Up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea.
I need that.
Yeah, hold that.
Big up Arthur. He says, Ray, a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, run for your life.
Hey,
Happy birthday,
run for your life. Hey,
Up the Chelsea. Up the
yes,
Chelsea.
nigga, he a 69 God.
Big up Mr. Darcy, my G. He says, Usama speaking sense with his take on Hoyland. He needs guidance, but he is not as poor as people say he is. He was the only shining light from that game.
Told you he's better than Nunes.
He needs guidance, but you have to attempt. I've said this. You have to attempt to make runs. Like you can't not make runs as a striker. Like, yeah, confidence is on that. Yes, you need help with that, but not doing anything is you can't defend that. I can't defend that, should I say.
Big up Rex. He says Troops, Isak or Gyökeres. You gotta go Isak, bro, man. You get me? He's the coldest out right now. Lewis, you lot sealed Europa League football. A big turnaround for Poch. Bruce Jenner to Caitlyn Jenner settings, bro. Unbelievable. No one saw it coming. Never seen before. You understand? Absolute madness at Stamford Bridge. Casado with possibly goal of the season. He took his time, but it was worth the wait for Chelsea fans. You did get a bit lucky at the end. Bournemouth could have equalized, but I think you did enough to win the game. Thoughts on Poch turning it around? Got you to a final, 6th place, Europa.
Oh, great. We got to a final. What a trophy. What a trophy that is. But yeah, in terms of Poch, my stance has remained the same throughout the season. And like I said, is going to continue to remain the same. Poch has to make it to next season and hit the ground running. And then maybe I'll look at believing a little bit more. But yeah, cool. We beat a Bournemouth team that I thought we were going to be, even though we did make it difficult towards the end. Like, we were good in the first half, a bit wasteful in terms of our passing in the final third, but we were the better team. Second half, we seemed to lose control. We brought Caicedo off, which I'm hoping, well, I hope he isn't injured, but I'm hoping that's the reason why we took him off, because if it was for tactical reasons, that doesn't make any sense to me. But we lost a lot of control in the midfield. Bournemouth started making a lot more clear-cut chances. Solanke missed like 2 really good opportunities, and there was some nice blocks from Gallagher and Chalobah as well in the game too. But we did enough to win the game. Caicedo scored a banger, 2 deflections immediately after the second half, and then it's a little bit of heart attack settings. Although you look at the table, even dropping points wouldn't have meant anything. Like, we're 3 points ahead of Newcastle with much better goal difference. So it wouldn't have impacted us. Actually, no, sorry, I've looked at that wrong. They have much better goal difference than us. So, yes, it's a good thing that we did hold on towards the end. But, yeah, a good way to end the season. 5 wins in a row. Everything that I've been asking for all season. A good run of games, a structure for these players, and look where we are. We are now 5 points off 4th place. That's why the one thing I said in my fan cam, the one word to describe it was bittersweet. Because we've got back into Europe. We have started cooking towards the end of the season. I do feel a little bit annoyed that the season's ending at this point as well, but we could have got 4th. We could have reached our original target. And now we're pretending top 6 is okay because we lowered our expectations for the season. And it is what it is. Like, we have 2 routes into the Champions League next season. I like the Europa League because we go in there absolutely disgusted to even be in the competition and just walk it for the fun of it. There's no Champions League teams in there, so it's even easier for us, in my opinion. If we have the correct transfer window and we bring in the right players, no reason not to win that trophy, and we should be one of the favorites going into that competition already. So next season should be a lot better because we're expecting a trophy, and I'm expecting top 4 as a bare minimum now because we should have already got that this season. But it's good to end the season on a high because last season I was actively celebrating the end of the season. I was like, thank the Lord. I got to May and we just scraped 40 points. At least we did all of that in like February and everything. But the problem is our fans are using that as copium to say, oh, we've improved, be happy, smile. I am never going to celebrate 6th. I'm never going to over-celebrate 6th.
You don't look at the league table and you don't look at the league table and think to yourself that you are kind of where you should be at this moment in time.
No, we should have been 4th.
Only Tottenham that you could really, because the Emery Villa thing kind of took them away.
Bro, we are literally 5 points off 4th. The target at the start of the season was 4th. So no. Like, we've done well towards the end of the season. Give credit to the manager, give credit to the players for that. But we should have got 4th place with 1 game a week and a full preseason for this manager. So, no. Like, we have underachieved. We didn't win a trophy. We didn't get top 4. We got top 6. Progressive. Nothing more. I'm not over-celebrating that. And next season, 4th has to be the bare minimum. Has to be the bare minimum.
And if you don't get 4th, what? It's done.
Well, I don't even think you should even be here for next season. But if you don't get 4th next season, get out. Get out. Obviously, there might be some big context surrounding it. There might be. Because you can't tell how the entirety of next season's going to go. But if we don't get 4th, he should not be here. He should not be here at all. And then you've just wasted 2 years, in my opinion. All this is a very good ending to the season. But like I said, the season has to be judged as a whole. And as a whole, we have underachieved. Too many people in this fan base want to just ignore the first 33 games and just talk about the last 5. Talk about the whole season. We've improved towards the end, but in my opinion, like, should have done that earlier. I've spoken numerous amount of times about the silly points that we dropped throughout the season. So that all has to be addressed as well. It's a good ending to the season. It is a progressive season. That is it. That is it. And like I said, with Poch, I don't think he should be here next season. He hasn't hit the standards that I've expected for this season. But if he's here next season, I'm not going to be raging throughout the summer. I'm just going to observe. You don't want to give him next season? We will see what happens next season. I hope he does well. I hope he proves me wrong. I hope he proves a lot of Chelsea fans wrong as well. But for now, like, I'm still not moved. I still don't have a lot of faith. And it's too little of a surface area for me to have that belief. So I've been saying all these weeks, he has to make it to next season. And next season, if you hit the ground running, I'll ignore last season. I'll say it's a clean slate. It's a blank canvas. You go again. But you have to hit the ground running to do that. So we'll see.
Troops, can we do the Liverpool section, please? Because my parents waiting for me. I can't lie to you.
I got you. Big up Sarfak. I think it's Sar. Big up Sar. He says, if you deep it, no, did he? A few years from now, people will remember the season exactly the same for Arsenal and Spurs, both winning FO. Great. Big up Niz. He says, Lewis Kinkai scored again. Is he still a flop?
Blood, you spent 60 million on him and you are literally trying to replace him for another striker. Come on, man. It's over. Thank you for the money. I appreciate it.
Hussam.
Yes.
Emotions.
Listen, Ray in the chat waffling about players who got us stuff and all this was the same guy that was Klopp out last season. Me, I never turned on my manager. Obviously, it was very emotional yesterday watching Jurgen Klopp come out for the last time as Liverpool manager. Anfield was rocking. It was like a European night. It was unbelievable. Singing Klopp's name for almost 90 minutes. And you know, here's the thing. The reality is it's a very sad moment. It's a very sad moment because someone's been part of your life for the last 7-8 years. Like, he's been the Liverpool manager since 15-16. So it's been a really long time since he's been a Liverpool manager. I was like second year uni back then. So that's how long ago that was. So, you know, Jurgen Klopp has come in. He changed us from doubters to believers, just like he said. You know, we won the Champions League, the Premier League, every single trophy there is to win you know, as football fans, we have seen lift with this great club, you know, that's built on winning trophies, built on winning stuff. Obviously, this season has had a disappointing end. The players let him down. I'm not going to blame him. I keep the same energy for every single football club. I don't blame the manager for the players missing chances, the players not delivering. The reality is the players should have delivered when you know, in the 3 games where we actually lost the league in Palace, City and United, because we dominated all 3 of them, but we simply didn't take our chances. But yeah, we have to say thank you to Jurgen Klopp for the times that he has delivered to us. He's like the modern day Bill Shankly, you know, just coming in, changing the everything about the football club, you know, bringing back the culture of Liverpool, the winning culture, the stuff that we really haven't seen with any other manager beside him in our lifetime. You know, the closest that anyone's come to that is Benitez. You know, he won us obviously a Champions League in his, I think, first season. I think he won us the Champions League. But then after that, you know, kind of tried to win the league, but just what didn't work out for us. But yeah, I think obviously it's a very sad moment for us Liverpool fans. Jurgen Klopp leaving, you know, Liverpool, one of the legends of the Premier League, one of the, you know, great managers of the modern era. And we will see what happens. I mean, yesterday just shows the type of man that he is, singing Arne Slot's name, passing on the baton, always selfless, always thinking of the club first, thanking the players, all of that stuff, you know. And I was clapping yesterday when I saw the Liverpool squad as well. I'm proud of my players, other than 3. There's 3 players I won't clap with. I will not name their names. So yeah, there's out of the 25. So big up the 22 players.
I think one of those names apparently didn't clap Klopp on when he walked onto the pitch. I heard some people talking about that.
Oh, is that what it is?
Nunez? Yeah, apparently Nunez weren't clapping Klopp on when he had that little guard of honor.
If you're not gonna name names, why is it Hassan? The players you're not gonna clap.
I'm not gonna clap for Nunez, I'm not gonna clap for Diaz, and I'm not gonna clap for Adrian. Fuck all 3.
Wait, what did Adrian? Alright, go on, carry on.
What did Adrian do? Cost me a Champions League? That's what he did. I could have won a double that year. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, there you are. There you are. What did Adrian do? Fucking waste of
Luis Diaz as well with that miss of the season.
Ban Adrian for the Super Cup. Dickhead.
Did you see the miss? You see
that miss
how
was crazy.
Bro,
it's an open goal. How the fuck did he miss that? It's an open goal.
Bro, you see how they say I do agendas, right?
Nah, it's not an agenda, bro. That guy is shit.
He's shit. Let me just say this.
He's shit.
Yesterday, guy asked me, "What would you?"
Solanke's miss was bad as well in the Chelsea game, yeah. But his one was ridiculous.
Right in front of goal. No one.
Right in front of goal. He got in front of the defender. What? How are you missing?
I have no idea. I have no idea. You know, yesterday a guy was like, "What would you trade from Arsenal for Luis Diaz?" I was like, "Win the dog. Give me win the dog, and you can have Luis Diaz, no problem. That's a trade I'd be willing to do. At least you have a mascot. You know, every team needs a mascot. You know, Rera is the back again mascot, so every team needs a mascot. You know, win the dog, perfect mascot for Liverpool. Come out, warm up the crowd and shit. You know, we would be real nice, bro. That guy is shit. You know, you guys remember the Salah arguments I've had on the stream? You guys remember? Bro, let's assume Salah was a 10 out of 10 player and he's like now 8 or 7 out of 10. Okay, I accept that, no problem. So even when Salah has a bad game, he's still getting involved, creating. You know, like when Salah overhits a pass, he overhits it, but it's like in the vicinity. When Luis Diaz overhits a pass, it goes to the corner flag. That's overhits a pass for Luis Diaz. Like, you know, yesterday there was a counter attack. Elliot was running down the middle. Mo Salah had to find him. He misplaced it, but it was like near the keeper, like it was in the area, you know. Luis Diaz has a counter attack, opportunity to pass the ball, corner flag. That's the difference between them both. So for me, Diaz and Nunez need to go this summer. We have a mini rebuild on our hands, but I think next season I am expecting the team to challenge. I'm not expecting no top 4, none of that crap. We're obviously closer to Arsenal and City than we are Aston Villa, Spurs, and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I think we signed 3-4 players this summer and come back and challenge next year. But, yeah, thank you to Jurgen Klopp. Absolutely fantastic manager. Won us everything there is to win. And, yeah, big up to Jurgen Klopp. The only manager to beat Pep.
Are you worried that anyone will leave, like big hitters, blood? Like, I see Trent crying his eyes out. The Van Dijk hug looked very emotional.
I mean,
Alisson
yes,
was very emotional. Like, obviously,
100%. I'm worried.
Like, he helped Alisson through a lot. Like, when he lost his dad, him and his dad had like a very close relationship. Klopp was like, you know what I mean? When he scored that goal at West Brom.
No, of course, I'm worried. The big 4, Alisson, Trent, Van Dijk, and Salah, any of them leaves, we're in I think
Remember, I said one of them's going.
Yeah, I know.
And I still believe that Hussam, one of them's going, bro.
I think it'll be Salah.
I said Salah. And I think Salah goes, you're fucked.
The rest should all have longer years on their contract, I'm guessing.
Yeah. And
no,
Salah,
they all end the same time.
They all end next year.
Next summer.
Ain't Barcelona.
Yo, how have you allowed all 4 of them to get to 1 year left on their contract?
Your guess is as good as mine, brother. Your guess is as good.
That is insane.
Yeah,
yo,
I am worried one of them do leave. If you were to ask me, to be honest, who I really think is going to leave, I've said it from the start. Remember, Troops? I said Virgil is the guy that I think might leave. That's how I still feel. I still feel like Virgil might be the guy that leaves.
And where would he? What? Who?
Barcelona.
But yeah, because
can they afford him?
The Dutch
team. Flawless, you're a smart individual. Do you really think Barca have no money? Come on, brother.
We'll buy Christensen. We'll help them.
We'll buy Frankie de Jong.
Barcelona is like a revenue generating,
bro.
Listen, if I'm, you know, Michael Edwards, I call Barcelona. I'm like, listen, you can have Diaz. Give me Araujo.
I rate Araujo. I'm a fan.
See how I just solved the Liverpool problem just like that? I'm be like, you know what? You don't need to pull any levers. I don't need your money. Just give me Araujo. You can have Diaz.
So you're still
I'm saying Alisson's got 3 years, so at least you'll keep him.
Yeah, Alisson's the only one. But Alisson's the keeper. I'd keep him till he's like 38. Adi,
no, that makes sense.
So you still FSG out?
Of course, I'm FSG out. Yesterday when I saw John W. Henry, I cussed him out live on the.
Yeah, because he was at the ground yesterday.
Yeah,
Josh
fuck him.
Mind the piece of shit.
You can hold that, the piece of shit. So yeah, that's the guy that I just dislike, to be honest with you. But other than that, look, we already know the players that need to go this summer. You know, we already know the players that we need to get rid of and the players that we need to buy. It's as simple as that. We just need to go and execute the plan. And if we execute the plan properly, and Slot is actually a good manager, we can go ahead and challenge next season.
So you're happy with on Slot? Back again, community, you need to know, blood.
Nah, I ain't happy with that. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows this. Lewis was shocked, actually, when I said I take Mourinho. He was shocked, but I really would, like, you know, but I'm not going to go there. Not going to go there because this was...
So you're not happy, but you think that you will challenge next year. So what, you think the players...
No, because the reality is I cannot shit on everything Jurgen Klopp built.
Do you think it's the players that's going to play the role more than Slot next year to get you competing?
Okay. Troops. Alisson, Trent, Van Dijk, Konate, Gomez, McAllister, Endo, Gravenberg, Curtis Jones, Salah, Gakpo, Jota. If I add 4 or 5 players onto that, fuck yeah, I'm gonna challenge. I
Yeah,
don't care
but
who the manager is.
will he be able to get the same that Klopp got?
Yeah, and if he isn't able to challenge and if he isn't able to do well, then
I
he
remember when Klopp came through the door, Klopp was a respected manager. Slot's not really got that clout, bro.
I understand.
The players in that changing room have more clout than him. The manager's got to have more clout than the players.
No, I understand what you're saying, and you're right. However, I just have to wait and see, to be honest with you. Listen, I'm going to back the guy till he gives me a reason not to. Simple as.
That's
I'm no
fair.
longer going to say the word slot out. So we'll see at the start of the season. We'll watch preseason, we'll see the way he plays football, all of that stuff, and we'll take it from there. That's
Is there any like signings that you're linked with at the moment? Like,
Yeah, we've been linked to 500 players. Flawless knows my feeling, because Liverpool get the clickbait shit every single time. I've been linked to every single player known to mankind. So, yeah, I have no idea who the fuck we're going to sign, to be honest with you. And yesterday, actually, my feeling was with Edwards and the club that I think they do look forward to spending money this summer. It just depends on who. So we shall wait and see. As long as Slot doesn't give us any transfer advice, we've seen the previously of that. I'm trying to do all of that. I need Michael Edwards to make the signings.
Thoughts, Mandem? Just don't judge everything based off preseason. I've learned from experience that is an absolute lie. But yeah, in terms of Slot, I've seen he plays good football. I don't know how quickly he can translate that to Liverpool's squad because I know different managers, different systems, and all of that. But yeah, like it's very speculative what's going to happen with Liverpool because it would be easy to talk about them in previous years because you know all their key players are going to stay. You know Klopp's going to stay. They got the big word stability. Now we don't really know for next season. So it'll be very interesting to see where Liverpool's at and if it's a top 4 race, if it's just Arsenal and City for the title, or if Liverpool are straight back there. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. You guys end the season the right way, at least.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting with Slot. But when I talk to the likes of Strasbourg, Steve, talk to Kaneki, a few others who watch that league like religiously, and they say that Slot's system isn't too far away from Klopp, so he should be able to utilize the players. And off the ball, more so, is where he has more similarities to Klopp. It's the midfielders that is the major difference. And if he's backed, I think he'll do better than expected. I think Slot, normally it's like avoid walking into a great man's shoes, but because Klopp has ended the way he's ended and people don't really expect a lot from him, it's like I think he'll surprise people. I think unfortunately he'll do well. I think how well that is, I don't know. I think transfer market is key though. Transfer market is key in who they get. Like I just mentioned, the midfielders, because Liverpool, whoever they signed, you need to add to that squad. They need to add to that squad. Where they need to add to that squad is the conversation. I think midfield in particular, of course, attack, like Hassam has mentioned as well. And yeah, just on Klopp, fantastic manager.
Yeah, because I was going to ask that. Where does Klopp rank? I got 2 questions quickly before Sam goes. This is for everyone though. Where does Klopp rank in Liverpool greats of all time? Because I saw Stevie G talking about that he should be up there with like the big hitters, bro. And where does he rank in Premier League managers? Because now this season,
go on, Hassan.
He's ended.
Let me answer the question because I really do have to go. My parents are waiting. Wallahi, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
Here's the thing. In terms of Premier League managers all time, he's 5th. We've already said it. Ferguson, Pep, Wenger, Mourinho. Those are the 4. And then after that comes Klopp. So I understand. People keep saying Klopp's legacy is like it's a thing. Like people we cannot be oblivious to the fact that yes, his legacy is surpassable. We know this. And when it comes to Liverpool managers of all time, I mean, he's not the greatest Liverpool manager of all time because Bob Paisley exists, who dominated both Europe and England. And actually, that's the only English side to ever do that. Like, we were the Real Madrid before the Real Madrid. We were like winning league titles and winning Champions Leagues and doing all that. So, yeah, what I'll say is, obviously, I think from a Liverpool manager perspective, he's probably top 4, somewhere like that. Because Bill Shankly built it all. Bob Paisley came in, won the big stuff. And you have the managers after that, like Fagan and stuff. So that's where you can have conversations. I mean, obviously, in the modern day, he's the best one. So since the Premier League has been in inception, he's the best one out of them all. So that's what I'll say. But anyway, big up to you guys. I do have to go now. love for having me on, but my parents are waiting, so I have to. I really have to.
Have a good birthday, brother. Big up.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you, thank you,
Enjoy,
thank you.
man.
I
Happy
appreciate
birthday again, brother.
Thank
Love
you,
that,
thank
man.
you, thank you. Big up to everyone in the chat. I would have stayed till he read the super chat, but then I looked at just Ray super chat, so he can go fuck himself. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing. I'm a bounce fan. Love, love,
Big
love,
up, man.
love.
Every
Big
time.
up, man.
Love,
Every
love.
time.
Where'd you not rank
Jeez,
Klopp
back on the top.
in Premier
Up the
League
shelf.
managers?
Yeah, in Premier League managers,
Fifth?
I think
I
that's
rank
fair.
him fifth still.
Yeah, I think fifth. I was debating between him and Carlo Ancelotti, but yeah, I think fifth is fair. That's the only one who I could say maybe. Because
So I'll
Carlo
say
would have
Pep,
doubled.
Sir Alex, Jose, Wenger, and then Klopp.
Yeah. So
I
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
Fergie. Nah, sorry, Pep now because of the 4-peat. For me, the 4-peats took Pep above Fergie.
Okay.
Pep, Fergie, Wenger, Mourinho, Klopp.
Yeah, for me, Fergie always be my goal. So Fergie definitely like numero uno without doubt. And
You get
I'd
then
switch Wenger and Jose.
Yeah,
I understand
then-
why you'd pick Wenger over Jose too, but
Then-
yeah, I agree with
then-
everything past that.
then Pep, then Mourinho, then Wenger, then Klopp. But Klopp and Ancelotti, it's Klopp 6 because he did do the double still because he won the Premier League and the FA Cup. Whereas Klopp just did the. But if we're talking just sole Premier League and he did stuff.
Klopp won more trophies in England than Ancelotti, so it's got to be Klopp, man.
Yeah, that's but it's what else did? Oh yeah, because wait, we added in the champs.
Nah, he won. What did all Ancelotti won in with Chelsea was the Prem and the FA Cup.
Yeah, and all he won was the Prem, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and champs.
Yeah, but he won one Prem, one
Yeah.
FA Cup, two Carabao Cups. He's got more trophies than
He won,
Ancelotti.
he won two league. Oh yeah, I forgot about the 2 league.
Yeah,
cup.
bro.
Yeah,
He
I
won.
forgot.
I remember
What?
and Klopp did the cup double, like the FA Cup and League Cup.
Well, no,
get me?
first. Yeah. You got me there. Yeah, that's fair. I
Yeah.
didn't know what was included.
Yeah.
Yeah, Klopp fifth.
Gotta be
Yeah,
Klopp,
and-
blood. Ancelotti a
and-
bad man, you understand?
Yeah,
Ancelotti a better manager overall, but in the Premier
Yeah.
League, you gotta go Klopp.
Yeah, that's fair. And in regards
You get
to
me?
for Liverpool, yeah, he's the best. Like in the Premier League era, I think he's the best.
Yeah, like Roy Hodgson, Dalglish,
The only one who's closest to him,
Benitez.
and he only got the champs. He didn't get the. He
Fucking-
didn't get the.
Who else?
What's it called? Gerard Houllier. Obviously, he did bits as well.
Yeah, who else?
He did.
Houllier, Hodgson, Rogers.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
in
Klopp.
terms of trophies, yeah, it's Klopp
Yeah,
in the Premier League era.
It's
and then
Klopp. Them.
obviously
It's Klopp, Rafa, then Houllier.
Yeah,
That's the top three.
yeah, in the Premier League era. Yeah, and then
You get me?
obviously Hassan was mentioning managers before the Premier League era, and yeah, they above him. They go.
Yeah, Paisley and them, man, they're
Yeah, without doubt.
Facts. Big up Nathan, my G. He says, Troops, I completely agree, bro. This is where we don't match up to City. We need a 19, 20-man squad full of top quality. Real talk, bro, because you understand, their bench is solid, blood. You get me? Our bench does need to improve, but so does our starting 11 as well, blood. Ray's back again, blood. He said, people said we've played unsustainable all season. If we keep our big players and slot improves our structure, why can't we actually improve?
I agree. You could definitely improve. Yeah,
I think people are just worried about the future because you got a new coach for the first time in ages.
Yeah,
I think that's what it really is.
And it's who you're going to keep out your big hitters. You get me? Ray again. He says Salah and Verge will stay this summer. However, Trent and Alisson could potentially leave. I've been told that Alisson wants to leave.
Your sources, yeah. All right, bet.
What's his source? Worcester. Big up Salim. He says, do you think Madrid with Mbappe is better than City? Yes, I do. I think if Madrid get Mbappe next year, then they might not let me.
That's crazy.
Let's go, man.
Stay at Madrid as long as they keep that team together, blood.
Yeah, man. Mbappe and Alphonso Davies. Yeah. City. I mean, not City. Madrid. You must.
Yeah,
like that.
It's done.
No,
Big up Lee Slims, my fucking G, blood. Good to see you, bro. He says, Hussam, you're still a wallad, but blessings and guidance on the earth strong, my brother. Troops, I know you're hurt like I am, but we go again. A major is a must. Big up Flawless and Lewis, a.k.a. the Shameless One.
Big up, bro.
Trust me, Slims, blood. Next season, have to bring something home, dog. You see me? We have to do the Denzel, blood. I'm leaving here with something. You understand? I'm from round the way. I'm leaving here with something. You understand? Ray, one more time. He says, our defensive structure has been trash last 2 years. keep our best players, good recruitment, and improve the structure. Then no excuse to not challenge.
I hear you. I actually hear him on that. Like, I could see that happening.
And then he says, only 3 managers have won both the Premier League and Champions League whilst managing in the Prem. Fergie, Pep, and Klopp. He deserves his flowers. We've given him his flowers, bro.
We've given him his flowers.
You
Yeah,
understand?
100%.
Does this guy watch the show or just send super chats in chatting shit?
Yeah, we literally put him in the top. We literally put him in the top 5.
Exactly. And here he is again. He says Wenger's Prem legacy, Klopp, but overall Klopp is a better manager than Wenger, in my opinion. Won back-to-back at Dortmund and won the Champions League. I've said that I think Klopp is a better manager than Wenger, but in the Premier League, Wenger puts him in the spliff blood.
Yeah,
you understand? 3 Premier Leagues, 2 doubles, 1 invincible. How can you knock it, bro? You get me? 7 FA Cups. Like, come on, bro. You understand? Like, won the league title at OT, won the league title at Tottenham. Like, what more? Come on, bro. Changed the whole style of play in England. Changed the whole diet. Took Fergie's flipping 3 in a row. You understand? Like, made Fergie look like, all right, cool. All right, Yeah, you know what? I need to go Aston Villa and get Dwight York in here. Yeah, I need to. All right, Yep, these men are pulling up, bro. We need to. Yo, dog. You understand? You have to go in the phone book, blood. You get me? So, you understand? In the Premier League, Wenger is, top 3 blood, hands down, in my opinion. Flawless. You know
thank God it's over, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's over, yeah.
I'm so happy the season's done, man.
Brad, you see Man United, yeah?
What?
Lord have mercy. Flawless, blood. I don't know how you do it, bro. You get me?
So I don't get fined. That's how. That's why. It's literally so I don't get fined.
Watch this, blood, yeah? Man United won a Premier League away game without conceding for the first time since November 2023 against Everton. While this was their first league win away to Brighton since 2020 under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, a 3-2 victory. Despite their 2-0 victory today, Man United ended a league campaign with a negative goal difference, 57 scored, 58 conceded for the first time since 1990. -1 goal difference on both occasions, blood. You get me? You finish 8th in the league, 18 wins. Same. That's mad, bro. I think we have more clean sheets than you have wins, blood.
Yep, that is true.
Like, Man United finishing on minus goal difference is wild, bro. You get me?
It's wild.
Out of Europe. City winning 4 in a row.
I was gonna get to that. Carry on.
It's actually it's a bad state of affairs for Man United, blood. You get me? You even look at the Brighton game; they were all over you. How you won that game, only God knows. The first half, the amount of times they opened you up like a tin of beans, the chances they missed, I was like, how is this still 0-0, bro? You understand? But then Højlund actually came off the bench and made a big difference, bro. You get me? Your first goal was literally Stoke FC, 1 ball over the top. Dalot runs off the left-hand side, goal. Højlund's goal was actually a good finish still. You understand? But Ten Hag, he's probably happy he's in 8th, blood, because all he smokes is 8ths. You get me? If you know, you know. You understand?
That's not 8ths. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely something smoking something harder than that. That's
nah, blood. He put the whole 8th into 1 spliff.
It's not.
You understand?
It's out. It's ridiculous. It's outrageous. People will, all the stats you just reeled off there, all the terrible stats you've reeled off all season long, all the terrible stats I've mentioned when I did the list. Our local rivals just 4-peated, and people will still try and defend this manager finishing in 8th with a negative goal difference. Bear in mind, people, we finished 8 points off 4th. 4th was there. If he would have managed to a competent level, we would have finished in 4th place. And that's what I've been saying all season long when I mentioned the quality of the rest of the league. If we would have finished 8th for the record points total there, and the teams in front of us would fly in, yes, I'd be disappointed, but I'd be much more accepting. I'd be much more understanding. I'd have much less criticism for the manager and his team. Let me repeat that. 8 points. Not 15, not 20, not 25, because I was looking at this yesterday and I went back and looked at like the last 10 years in the Premier League, and only on a couple of occasions has the gap between 8th and 4th been close, been 6-7 points. Normally it's 15, 20, sometimes more. Certain seasons it's all 25, 30 points. Look at all the daft points we've dropped. The daft points failing to beat Palace home and away, dropping daft points to Burnley at home, dropping daft points to Bournemouth, dropping daft points to Fulham. Fourth was there, and we're having a complete different conversation. So that's how I look at it. And again, let me repeat this again. Our rivals just four-peated, our local rivals, and people will still defend this nonsense. I'm just happy the season's over. Whether we finished in 8th, whether we finished in 7th, didn't really make much of a difference to me whatsoever. I'm not going to jump up and down and go, oh, we got Conference League. All eyes on the FA Cup final. That's what it is.
Conference League only gets achieved if you beat City, which ain't happening.
No, we get Europa League if you win FA Cup.
Yeah, we get Conference League.
And Chelsea will drop to...
So again, City.
Okay, so that's why they said Newcastle might not get Conference League.
Yes.
I thought that you get Conference League.
No.
Europa gets the FA Cup.
Yeah, I thought it was Europa that got FA Cup. That's why I was like, huh?
So the winner,
now I got it.
So the winner of the FA Cup gets Europa League, but not because
but then six and they drop. Okay, yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah. So then 5th and 6th would be, but if we win,
Eddie
because
Howe,
we didn't finish in the top 6.
Yo, we're all City. We're all City, blood, on Saturday.
These man to another league title, but we move. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm saying Varane came off the bench, Martinez started, you got Casemiro out there, Maino, Diallo's in good form, feeling confident as well. So it's all eyes on that. Like legit, that's what it is. That's what it's been. I've said it for months now that it was only 3 or 4 games I was looking at. One of them was Liverpool, one of them was Arsenal, one was the FA Cup semi-final against Coventry, and the final if we got past Coventry, which we did. All eyes on that. One last game, give it your all, try and win the game. Love to win an FA Cup and then this manager to leave. Because Ineos, you on the clock. Like if this manager is not, despite the FA Cup result, if he is not gone by Monday, strike one on Ineos. Strike one. There is no reason for Ten Hag to still be in the job.
So if he wins the FA Cup, you keep him.
Again, that's strike one. Because we shouldn't keep him. Van Gaal was a better manager, had a better league finished and did more, and we sacked him after winning the FA Cup. So therefore,
you sacked him for Mourinho though, and it was a decent Mourinho. Are you going to sack him and bring in that capable, quality manager?
Yes, because any manager we linked with is better than Ten Hag, apart not called Gareth Southgate. Every manager we've been linked with, De Zerbi is currently a better manager than
Ornstein tried to quietly link you to Poch a week ago.
I'm saying,
yeah, you remember that?
And Poch, as much as I'm critical of him, is a better manager than Ten Hag. So all the managers, so I'm not hearing the whole, who's a better manager? I say this all the time. Go and locate one. If you lot are not, if the people in charge can't go and get a better
parts
manager,
of my fan base need to listen to this. By the way,
if the people in charge can't go and get a better manager than Ten Hag, then you should not be in the job because you're not equipped to do so. There's a better manager out there than Ten Hag. Like I said, all the managers bar Southgate we've been linked with are all better than Ten Hag. So and him winning the FA Cup, it shouldn't be dependent. All the things we just mentioned, all the lists, all the stats you just mentioned on this show, all the stats you've mentioned all season long. Look at the stats. Look at the performances. The stats tell you he's terrible. The eye test tells you he's terrible. There is no reason to keep him. The only positive would be winning the FA Cup. And like I said, Van Gaal did better. We played better football. We finished higher. We had more points, etc., etc. And so why can't he be sacked? If any of us are looking at it, we're screwed anyway. Because people have said this, if you win the FA Cup, if you keep him, you shouldn't want to win the FA Cup. That should not be the case. Said it before, if that's the thought process of anybody in the group chat, remove them from the group chat. That's the thought process of anybody who's in the boardroom, dash them out of the boardroom. You do not need that there. That should not be a thought. Never mind should that be said. You shouldn't eliminate the 38 league game season where we've been horrendous. You shouldn't, I think it's 9 losses at home. 9 losses at home. I think
that's mad.
9 losses minus goal difference. I'm saying, what is it? 50, what we finished on? 58 points. I'm saying, no, we finished on minus
goals
1.
Conceded.
Yeah, 58 goals conceded, scored 57. 60 points we finished on. What are we talking about? 14 losses in total. A man are talking about keeping this manager after he spent money and we've regressed the way we have. Like, no, a FA Cup shouldn't solely just eliminate all of that. The Champions League run, let's not forget about that. I think it's the worst one in British, it's the worst one in our history.
It's the worst one in British history.
The worst one in British history.
Yeah, you are the
British
worst
history.
representation of an English side.
British people. Not
Like,
not
that's
even
Scotland,
English.
that's Rangers in there, man.
That's Rangers and Celtic.
Aberdeen.
You mean Rangers and Celtic? I'm saying Rangers and Celtic we are talking about. And not good Rangers and Celtic sides.
Nah.
Bad Rangers and Celtic side. There is no reason to keep him. Like I said, if he is not sacked by Monday, I'll give you like Ineos, I'll give you grace. I'll give you the Saturday, I'll give you even the Sunday, even though people have said he should be sacked on this because Van Gaal, I believe, was sacked on the day. Monday. If he is still in charge by the time I do my fan calling show on Monday, strike. I might even change the show. Strike flipping one. That is strike one. He should be gone. There is no reason to keep this man. Euros is coming up. You should have already picked a style. You should already be identifying players. You do not need Ten Hag's input. He adds no value to what is going on here. Zero. Sack him. That's what I've said. Ineos are on the clock. That clock, you know, like the hourglass. Like the hourglass, the sand at the top is running out. The hourglass has been pouring. Now it's almost out. You have this FA Cup. I didn't even want you in charge for that. But here we are. Give Ineos a bly with that one. Go win this FA Cup and leave on a high. It's like a film being terrible and it has a fantastic ending. Go win us the FA Cup. Go get us into Europe. And then we go from there. That's what it should be. And we can just forget the season ever happened because that's where I'm at with it. I've never looked forward to a season more ending. And I've never not been looking forward to an FA Cup final. I've seen my team multiple FA Cup finals. And I've never looked for... I keep forgetting it's going on. People have to continue to remind me. I'm not counting down the days like, oh, I can't wait to go see a FA Cup final. More just looking forward
to it all be over.
I'm more waiting to, you know what? I'm gonna go see my pops. I've not seen him in a minute. That's more so what I'm looking forward to outside of football. Go see my pops, go see my brothers. Like that's where I'm at with it.
I remember them vibes, bro.
Yeah, man, that's where I'm at.
You know, remember both times I was traveling to Old Trafford and I'm just here for the link up, bro. I just have to watch a game of football in between.
That's it. So even when I went Arsenal, it's like, all right, cool. I'm probably not going to see the Mandem over the summer. So let me go see Zaid, Nuruddin, Dobele, etc. Happen to run into my cousin as well. Fantastic. Like that's where this manager has caused it, where football is just an afterthought into what's going on. That's like I said, if I wasn't a content creator, I would have stopped watching. Like I'm tired of this. I'm tired. I can't even watch the game fully yesterday. I only watched highlights.
You said.
I didn't watch it. Like shout out to Sheik and Eddie and Amanda because they held down the watch along on the channel. But I wasn't, I'm like, yeah, I'm not like family's round. Let me see, you know what I'm saying? Sisters, nieces, cousins, and all that. And I'm good. Like, that's where I was at with it. So, Ineos, again, let me repeat this on the clock. I don't know if we're doing back again the Sunday or the Monday, but if back again is the Monday after the FA Cup final and he is not sacked, that's strike one. Why is he still here?
We must both have our Independence Day by next week.
Why is he still here? No reason for him to be here whatsoever. Zero. Adds no value, people. It's over. It's a wrap. Done. But we'll see.
That's crazy. Long may it continue, blood. Big up Southpaw. He says, troops, our glory is coming. We were dog shit for the last 20 years, but clearly you can see hunger in our players. Let's hope we got good summer signings. Come on, you Gunners. You can, yeah, man, we've improved a lot, bro. You understand? We just need that little fairy dust to get us over the line, blood. That's what we're missing, Fro. You get me? Bro, not Fro. Big up Comical Ali. He says, Eric Ten Hag, Dutch conman, always says stick to the plan. Flawless, what is the plan?
To leave. That's the plan. Ten Hag leaving. That is the plan.
Big up Southpaw one more time. He says, next season, trust me, troops, our players' hunger to win major trophies will be better than City's mentality and other bum clubs. Hashtag last part of the process, blood. Brother, Southpaw, this has to be the last part, blood. You understand? I can't be seeing no more phases, no more. You understand? Your time is the time is here. The time is now, blood.
Yeah,
you understand? Shout out John Cena, blood. You get me? Other weekend fixtures. It's gonna fly through them with the man. Them Brentford 2, Newcastle 4. Newcastle finishing in the 7th place. You understand? We will be praying for a Man City miracle so that United You get me? Flawless doesn't have to go back to immigration, pick up his passport. He can keep it there for the foreseeable future. You understand? But big up Newcastle. They done pretty well this season. I can't lie. Like after all the injuries, I know they finished 4th last year, but to get back into Europe with all those injuries, you get me? Hopefully, it keeps Eddie Howe in a job. You get me?
Yeah, it's about consistency for them. And finishing 4th and finishing 7th is good. It's like Villa this season. If they finish 4th and let's say finish 6th next season, you want to consistently be a European side before you then try and kick on and be like, all right, we are considered top 6, we are considered top 4. So
yeah, there's no big drop off.
Season. Yeah, there isn't like our regression. Like that's what it is. You shouldn't. Yeah.
Burnley 1, Nottingham Forest 2. Burnley go back down to the Championship. Chris Wood, the former Burnley player, with 2 goals against his former side. Forest staying up. No diddy. Palace 5, Villa 0. Woy. Villa's form end of the season. No wins out from their last 4 Premier League games of the season. The new man at Palace has really got them playing some exciting football, some amazing football.
What a process.
Mateta, a hat-trick. Eze getting 2 goals. Mateta, Eze, and Elise have been on absolute fire since the new man has taken over. Luton 2, Fulham 4. Luton end their Premier League campaign with a defeat and go back down to the Championship. Fulham, mid-table finish.
Are they entertaining? I said I miss Luton. They
were
entertaining to watch. Like they
so
just
Burnley.
They always capable of a shock. That was
I think because Luton just had more quality, but Luton weren't like, all right, we're just gonna sit in a low block. Like they legit was like, you score 2, we'll score 4. That was their mentality. That's why I enjoyed watching Luton matches. I did.
And then Sheffield United 0, Flawless' side bitch 3. Sheffield United go back down to the Championship. Arguably the worst Premier League team in the fucking history, bro. I thought we wouldn't see a team worse than Derby 07-08, blood. I thought that Derby team was fucking terrible, blood. Then I remember like Barnsley teams in the 90s, bro. This team took it to another level, bro.
Took it to a new low.
How many goals did they concede? 104
goals, minus 69.
Pause. You understand? Mad.
And they still dominated us at their ground.
That's a pause, Flawless. What are you laughing for, bro? You know that's a fucking pause.
Because it's a funny pause.
It's a funny pause, but it's a fucking pause, bro. You get me?
That's why it's funny. I find pause funny. That's why it's funny.
Yeah, facts. Fucking hell, blood. But yeah, what you know? They are the worst, in it, of all time.
Yeah. You can't see. I've never seen a team
there.
Like
because Derby's still ridiculously bad.
No, Derby were bad, but they didn't concede 100 goals. They didn't concede 100.
Do we know how many goals they conceded?
Let me try and find that table. I'll have a look now. Oh,
Derby.
Let me have a look.
2007-8.
Yeah.
So they conceded 89. Okay,
see,
they're actually off by a bit. You know what? You might be onto something.
Told you, blood. It's got to be them. That's why I said
104, Lewis.
100, blood. When has a team ever conceded 100 goals, Lewis, blood?
I thought Derby would have been close. Like they're meant to be the worst for a reason, but you know what?
That's why I did the comparison of. I thought Derby was the worst until I saw this. This is fucking beyond.
But you know what? Derby. Wait. Oh no, it might not. It's Derby.
Derby had more wins, bro.
No, Derby got 1 win. They had 1 win.
They beat Newcastle. That was
it's Derby, yo. I'm not gonna lie. They got 11 points, man. It's Derby, yo.
Derby worse.
Yo, man, they got 11 points, troops.
How many did 11 Sheffield United get?
Yo, they got more. Like I'll check now. They got more than 11 points. 11 points, them man got. I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah, it was that bad, bro.
Yeah, I knew it because I think Paul Jewell took over. Yeah, and like they was trying, but they got 1 win.
Robbie Savage in January.
Yeah,
they got 1 win. Let me have a look at this. Sheffield United. All right, Sheffield United won 3 games.
Ooh, 3 games.
Yeah.
How many points?
Yeah, true say they only got 16 points.
See? What? Are you mad? That 109, that tops it, blood. That tops it, bro.
Yo, that's the conversation. Yeah, 100 this is because they got 3 wins, 7 draws, 28 losses, scored 35, conceded 104. Minus 69, yo, that was theirs. Derby, 1 win, 8 draws, 29 losses. They only scored 20 goals and conceded 89. Hey, chat, you lot let us know. These are two of the worst teams.
You see, this is what I'm saying. When this comes to like the fucking the back again awards, blood. It's this type of thing.
Because this is close. I'm not gonna lie. Because like 16 points is bad, but 11 is like, 1 win, 8 draws.
And I think they got their win in like, was it like January?
Yeah, because I think it was after Paul Jewell took over.
I actually was sitting there like, these men ain't gonna win the whole fucking season. They're not gonna win a game the whole season, blood. Like, and they were losing games like 3-2s, 3-1s.
That is mad.
They only got a couple beat down that year.
Yeah.
Remember, we smashed them 6-0 at home.
Yeah, I think we smashed them 6 at Emirates, and then I think we beat them like 5 at their ground.
Yeah, we did a little 2-0.
Yeah,
I love that fucking light green kit.
You know what the ironic thing is?
Adebayor got a hat-trick against them.
The ironic thing is Derby County's goal difference was also minus 69.
Oh my God. What is going on?
Yeah, you know, it's just that's the biggest mid-off in Premier League history.
Yo, that is the debate. I can't decide. I'm not gonna lie.
That's crazy.
It's because 1 win is crazy, but conceding 104 goals is also equally as crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah, I can't. 1 win. I forgot they are.
They definitely ain't coming straight back up. That's for sure.
No
Mad.
chance, blood.
They probably hope they don't too.
Telling you. We got one midweek fixture this week. We have the Europa League final.
Oh, yeah.
Man will be doing a watch along for that, blood. Man goes live Wednesday, 7:30. Wednesday, 8 o'clock kickoff. We go live 7:30. Make sure you're there. Atalanta taking on the German Invincibles, Bayer Leverkusen. Congratulations to Granit Xhaka on winning the league title. Unfortunately, you couldn't do it last year, you fucker. But congratulations on winning it this year, blood. You get me? I actually have some stats for this game as well, blood. You get me? Bayer Leverkusen have faced Atalanta twice in European competition, with the Italian side winning both legs of their 2021-22 UEFA Europa League last 16 tie. Bayern have only faced Inter more often while losing every game in major European competition. 3 defeats in 3 games. This is the 8th major European final between a German side and an Italian side, and first since the 2010 UEFA Champions League final, won 2-0 by Inter against Bayern. In the UEFA Cup, it's the first since 1997 when Schalke were crowned champions over 2 legs against Inter via a penalty shootout. Bayer Leverkusen have reached their third UEFA European final, also featuring in the 2-legged 1988 UEFA Cup final against Espanyol. They lost that they lost the first leg 3-0, won 3-0 second leg, then they won on penalties. That's crazy. And 2002 UEFA Champions League final against Real Madrid, obviously the famous Zizou goal. They lost 2-1. This will be Atalanta's first ever European final, becoming the 11th different Italian team to reach a final, and first to do so for a first time since Lazio in the 1998 UEFA Cup final, which they lost 3-0 to Inter. This will be 60 years and 261 days since their first European game in September 1963. The longest wait for a side to play in their first European final from their first game, a record which has been eclipsed in 1 week by Olympiacos, which will be 64 years and 259 days. And then finally, Bayer Leverkusen are unbeaten in all 12 UEFA Europa League games this season, 9 wins and 12 draws, and are looking to become the 4th side to win the European trophy unbeaten, along with Chelsea in 2018-19, Villarreal in 2021, Frankfurt in 2022, the latter 2 of which did in a penalty shootout in the final. Mad stats, blood. You get me? I'm going Leverkusen, bro. I'm not going to lie, blood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think they do the business, yeah. The momentum's with them, forms with them, confidence is through the roof as well, because they know they can legit make even more history. So, yeah, Leverkusen. Leverkusen.
I'll say Leverkusen come back though in typical fashion because that's all they've been doing the last month.
You can just score late. Yeah, props
Yep.
to Alonso and the whole team, man.
I think they've scored the most late goals this season.
They have to have. At least by this year. At least by this year. But yeah, I expect them to win. I'm glad he's staying as well. Because that means next season's Bundesliga is going to be even more interesting. Because nobody expected it this season. And I think people have underestimated Bayern as a result of it. Like, Leverkusen have had a sensational season. Bayern have underperformed in some areas, but you got to respect what they've been up against. It's taken an invincible team to break their dynasty. That shows how good Bayern are. And they will get better next summer. So, Bundesliga football next season is going to pop off. I look forward to it.
Predictions, man, them, for this one?
Leverkusen 2-1.
Yeah, I'm with Lewis, blood, 3-2. I think there'll be goals in this still. Big up Ben Highsmith, my brother. He says, big up Troops and the panel. Best content on YouTube. Been a fun season and thanks for all the entertainment. Come on, you Gunners. Big up your damn self, broski.
It's not over as well. Like, it's the summer, bro. This is where Chelsea wake up. Transfer kings.
This is where Lewis will have the time of his life, blood, you get me? And he will actually have some chest on the podcast, you understand? Because the podcast will be running out through summer, you get me? So don't go anywhere because we ain't going anywhere, blood, you get me? Euros, Copa America watch-alongs, all of that, blood, you get me? But that's it, my people. Episode 292 wrapped up like a Zubi, blood, you get me? Congratulations to Man City, the wankers, you understand? Next season, we have to bring it home or uncomfortable conversations will start occurring, you get me? Big up everyone that's tuned in this season, blood, you understand? I thanked you lot at the start of the last episode, but I just want to thank you lot again, blood, you get me? Appreciate you lot. Love you lot like cook food, you understand? Big up the man them as well, blood. Big up Usam. Subscribe to all the man them. Link in the description, you get me? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Big up the super chatters, blood. You lot know the fucking thing already, blood. Big up the mods, them, my brothers, you get me? Like I said, like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll be back on Wednesday, you get me? For the Europa League final watch along set in 7:30. So make sure you pull up if you're available. And yeah, it's been a long season, you get me? Everyone, big up your damn selves one last time, and you get me? Keep supporting the man them. Until the next one, blood, we're out, fam.
There you go.
Watch out. Watch out.